What it do, what it do, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Greenleaf Exclusive. We back at it with another Houston Rockets exclusive video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like button. Let's get the likes up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell as well, man. And we're going to keep going, man. Salute to everybody. What's good? Hope everybody having a blessed Sunday. You know, hope everybody taking it easy, man. But, we got a stream. I got a stream for y'all today, man. We're going to, Amen Thompson. We're going to talk about Amen Thompson. Is Amen Thompson really untouchable? And I really want to get to this topic so I can go down the line with the rest of the fellas and the rest of the guys on the team, you know, as far as, you know, just talking about them in general. Because the season coming up, bro, it's gonna be a lot of questions if we can't get out the first round, if we can't really, you know, take a step forward in this organization as far as getting better, being on that championship contender and pedigree type shit, you know. But shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. General salute to everybody pulling up, man. Y'all hit that like button. Hey, let me see who the building. If y'all can hear me, press 1. If I'm good to go, let me know. Press 1 real quick. Hey, salute to everybody. Tyler Brown was good. What up, Tyler? I see Zach in the building. The gospel in the building. Shout out to the one and only in the cash here with the firebomb, man. Hey, salute to you, one and only. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate that donation. Salute, salute. Shout out to gospel in the chat. He say salute. If the Wolves offer you, Amen Thompson and want it. If the Wolves offer you Ant-Man and wanted Amen, would you do it? Okay, then. He said, okay, then. Is he untouchable like Scarface? Nope, but barely. I dig what he's saying. And believe, hey, I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. I ain't never lied to y'all at all. Let's get the lights up, man. I wouldn't lie to y'all. If the Wolves said give us Amen Thompson and so-and-so, Amen gotta go. I'm sorry. That would probably be the only situation where I'm like, yeah, man, untouchable. Untouchable what? Shit. I'm calling Ant-Man with the quickness. Real talk. But at the end of the day, we're going to break down, you know, the real reasons why I believe the Rockets feel like he's untouchable. Salute to J.R. Bennett. Slim Jim, man, what up, my G? I ain't seen you in a minute, my G. What it do? Jermaine? Germany. What it do? King on deck. What it do, King? What it do? What's good? Roy Montez pulling up. Hit that like button, man. Y'all can hear me? Bet. Tyrone Chapman. What's good, Black? What's good? So shout out to all y'all, man, that's pulling up real quick, man. But like I said, man, let's go ahead and get to it. Let's talk about it. As far as Amen Thompson, you know, being one of those guys for this team. And I just want to say this real quick, y'all. If I say something about these players, bro, I'm pretty sure y'all don't take it as far as like getting sensitive with it if he's your favorite player, right? It's just, you know, for the best of the team. So when you see everybody just looking at Amen Thompson, you know, he's untouchable. And I believe the Rockets do feel that way. I really do feel like the Houston Rockets, you know, out of the core group of guys, you know, the price of the brick gonna go up for Amen Thompson. If you talk to him, if you talk that way, the price of the brick gonna go up, most definitely. And my only thing is with Amen Thompson, bro, it's just like anybody else with a basketball mindset, bro. It's his jump shot, man. I believe it's his jump shot. He's hellified athletic. You know, they put him in a position last year to be a full-fledged point guard. I believe he averaged right under LP, 5-6 assists. You know, so they put him in a situation where he can develop that overall game. But the one thing that's really, I believe holding Amen Thompson back is that jump shot, man. It's that jump shot. And just like Alper Şengün, we speak on him open up the floor and not just being in the dunker spot or in the post. If you really want to, expand your game for the whole offense to work, or just to get guys, better looks or better shots. Amen Thompson, we seen him as a rookie being put in a darker spot, and it worked wonders, But I think this past season, with the rock in his hand, he did some good things. He did some things, he got to get better at, He has to get better at the ball handling, I believe the whole point, the traditional point guard thinking, you know what I'm saying? So him being 6'7" and try to understand his guys, understand the teammates, and understand the scenarios, who's hot and who's not, the control of the game and things like that. Amen Thompson needs to understand that, and I think he can get better at that. But this season coming up, are they going to put him in that scenario? Are they going to put Amen Thompson in a dunker spot, so to speak? I think he's going to be a roamer. He's going to be a wing guy. He's going to be listed as a two guard, which he was coming into last season. But this season coming up, I believe Amen Thompson will, expand his whole overall game. Now, not saying that he's going to be able to shoot a goddamn 15-foot jump shot or 20-footer consistently. No, I'm not saying that at all. Chet. But I am saying if he does get that in his bag at a 45% clip, well, he already shoot 50-something% from the field just by, running and dunking, so to speak. And him adding a jump shot to his bag, bro, that's going to be hellified for a man, bro. It's going to be hellified for a man. It's going to help everybody else as well, because you can't just attack him or double team Al P or double team Kevin Durant. And we talking about a guy, that's untouchable, but he doesn't really create his own shot like that. 18 points per game, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal per game, in 37 minutes, 53% from the field, 21% from the three. And I see that 21%, bro. It's just tough, bro. Just ugly sight, ugly bitch to see. 78% from the free throw line. And he has some career stats for himself individually, but I don't know, man, dog. He just got to shoot, bro. He got to shoot. He got to at least shoot at least 30-something% clip. At least I believe Al P shoot 30%, but Al P doesn't roam on the perimeter like Amen Thompson is going to be doing. Like, he's really going to be on the perimeter. I'm talking about two guard. You got Fred coming back. He's going to be the two. Amen Thompson's going to be the two. You have Kevin Durant at the 3, Jabari at the 4, and Al P at the 5. So team's going to leave him open. Players going to leave him open and dare him. Back up off him. Let him shoot. That's what they going to dare him to do. And if we go into another season with Amen Thompson being that same streaky way, it's not going to really, work out for us. Other guys around on that perimeter going to have to make more jump shots and more wide open threes to a certain speed. Jabari and KD, not really volume 3-point shooters, but you have to force them to be that. You feel me? But I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. If y'all want to, and another thing, y'all want to pay Amen Thompson $200 million? I don't mind it. I could do it. I don't mind it at all. $200 million, they're just saying he better than LP. For most people. For most people. My bad, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Is my mic bugging? I think I'm good. But yeah, for most people, man, It's not. I don't believe it's gonna be a mistake, anything like that. If you pay him over $200 million, I know some people have their gripes about how they feel about LP. Not LP. Amen Thompson getting 200 million, but is he worth it? You know, is he worth it? What's his value? I think it's very high in my opinion, just because of the talent level and the ceiling of Amen Thompson. All we saying is, oh, if you make a jump shot and keep the ball close to your hip when you're dribbling, not being erratic, you know, the early Russell Westbrook stages, you know, learn how to control the pace, learn how to slow down. I think Amen Thompson will be all right. I think Amen Thompson, what up, Vic? I see you in the chat. Tyrone Chapman, Slim Jim, what's good? You'll be all right, man. And it ain't the end of the world. It ain't the end of the world. But this team will look differently if he does, you know, open up some type of package of a jump shot, a two dribble pull up, you know, and not just forcing your way inside the paint and things like that. I think he could really, you know, help this team, and the team can help him out as well, because of the things that you don't need to teach him. Thompson, he got that in the bag off the rip. Now the 200 million, you know, and it don't just have to be the 200 million. It's just, you know, keeping the rest of the team intact. Everybody's not going to be here for the long term. I'm talking about the vet, so you have to make some space for that. So if he's that guy, if he can make All-Star this year, is he going to bet on himself? Vegas in the chat say 200 million but can't shoot. It's tough. That's tough. It is tough, man. That's tough. What do y'all think he's worth? What do you feel like Amen Thompson's worth? Less than 180, 185, 5 a year. That's what LP had. What up, Slim Boss? Vic was good. I don't know, man. I mean, he's a hellified talent. He's a hellified talent. But to pay him what, close to $40 million a year, I told you I'll take 190. 190, 200. I'll take that. But is he worth that? You know, can he really, you know, bring it all together? You know, he took a step back on defense this past year. You know, he's still going to be the main defender, you know, coming into next year. Is Fred going to be a hellified defender in the star lineup? And then you can implement him with Marcus Smart. That will open up his defensive, you know, outlets and game as well, being back into that mindset where I can go guard the defenders and I can have help side. I can have help doing it. You know, he can get back to in that mode with different type of players and different type of motions. So it's yet to be seen. It's yet to be seen, but I'm not going to take it away like he's not going to get back into that defensive mindset, because I think Amen Thompson is a defensive-minded guy first. He can go back into that mode in defense as far as taking over the defense, being the head honcho, the anchor on the perimeter defense. I think he can. I think he can. But y'all can pull up. I just dropped the link in the chat, man. If y'all want to chop it up on this real quick, Amen Thompson, man. Amen Thompson. Say, Slim Boss. Slim Boss say to go over 185. But Amen, it's like, do you want him to get away though? I get what it is as far as like paying him 200 million or less, you know, and he don't have a consistent jump shot, right? And we talking about a guy who can't really, you know, create one-on-one, you know, at the point guard position. He can go downhill, he can get to the basket if he forces his way in there, but we just talking about guys like the homie just mentioned, Ant-Man, you know, guys with the rock in their hand. Can they Can they create their open shots? Can they create their own shots and then have their impact on creating open shots? Zach say 192. And then creating open shots and then, dishing it out, playmaking for your other team. That's a consistency, playmaking and jump shot that we're looking for. And then the handles got to tighten up, of course. So at the end of the day, is Amen Thompson gonna hold on, let me get to the Discord. Let me get to the Discord. Let me see. Hold up. Let me get the audio right. I got my boy Reg pulling up. Let me get this Discord right. Shout out to everybody's in the chat. Reggie. I got my boy Reg pulling up. Reg, you there? You on mute, bro. Hold on, let me fix this. Y'all stay right there, Discord. You stay right there. I got my audio tripping. Let me fix it. Hold on, let me tighten it up real quick. Hold up. So, yo, Reg, you there? You on mute, Reg. Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me? Hold on, chat. Salute to everybody that's pulling up, man. Y'all get the likes up. Just trying to fix the audio for the squad real quick. Something happened real quick. Something happened on my end. Just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hey, hit that link right there, Red. Y'all can hear me, but they can't hear Reggie. Okay, bet. But now we just discussing on Amen Thompson, man. Everything going forward with, him having his contract extension and they say you don't have permission. Oh, it's on that shit again. It's on that again. He said we don't have permission to open our mics. Y'all get the lights up.
Yeah, we good now. I'm good now, Green.
You good now? Okay, bet. What up, Genius? Yeah, what happened, man? Hey, you hit the link again or whatever? You came out, went back in?
Yeah, I jumped out and jumped back in, but before it was saying I don't have permission to speak.
Yeah, I would have to reset my shit. But go ahead, James. What you got on the topic? Let me see if everybody else can hear. Reggie, can you hear me? Can you speak? Trey, can you speak? What's good, bro?
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay, y'all good now? Okay, bet. Hey, Genius, what you got on the topic? What you got on everything with Amen Thompson? Then I got Reggie, and I got the homie Trey right after that. What you got on the Genius? Bless up, bro.
Yeah, bless up, man. Bless up, man. I don't know, man. I think the Rockets are one of those teams that drafted a bunch of players that has a lot of flaws, bro. And Amen Thompson is just the latest one that's up for a contract, bro. I mean, he's a good player. I don't think he's untouchable because he don't shoot the ball, so he can't be untouchable. But I think that with Amen, you gotta look at it like you're buying a stock, man. You gotta look at it that okay, I'm gonna invest this money and hope that I get some returns on it. That he becomes he plays up to that contract. Right now, I don't think he's worth 200, but the way the NBA works, they pay you based off your potential. So if he can develop a shot, even if it's not a 3-point shot, let's say he gets some from a mid range with the way he plays defense and the other aspects of his game, yeah, hell yeah, he's gonna be worth that and more. But if that shot doesn't develop, bro, I don't think he's gonna be worth that contract. But you don't have a choice but to pay him because you invested a top 5 pick. You can't just let him walk for nothing. So you gotta invest in him. And the only hope is that the contract doesn't become one of those contracts that's like pulling your team back because when you invest 25% of the cap, which I don't I I don't think he's gonna get a max like a 250 or nothing like that. But when you start investing $200+ million in a guy, then the next guy that he's playing next to that's almost getting 200 also doesn't shoot, then you have a problem. So I think that once they give Amen this contract, 200 million, because I believe he's gonna get somewhere about that 200. Then I think Alp is gonna be on the clock because there's no way you're gonna keep your two best players at $400 million invested, and none of them can shoot. So for this contract to work out, one of those guys are gonna have to learn to shoot, or it's gonna have to be one or the other. It can't be both. So I think they're gonna give him the 200, but he's gonna have to he's gonna have to play up to the contract because I don't think that right now I could really realistically say that yes, he's worth the 200. But that's just not how the league works. You just pay based off of potential and hope for the best.
Right.
So, in short answer is nah. I don't think he's worth the two, but we don't have a choice.
Yeah, man. Do you feel like he can become that all star though? Just to recap on that, you feel
Yeah,
like he can
I
become that
believe that.
potential?
Yeah, I don't even think he needs to become He doesn't need to be an elite shooter. Just get to. If Amen Thompson can be 32, 33% from downtown, bro, where guys just don't leave you, they you still gotta respect the shot. Then that's gonna be a huge difference for his game
Mm-hmm.
because he has the intangibles. He's an all-world defender, and he can. He's not doesn't have the best handle, but still he can initiate some offense. Can be a secondary playmaker. If he get some kind of respectable shot to go with that, then hell yeah, I think he can be an All NBA type of player. But it's gonna all depend on his shot. And I think that nothing the Rockets are doing right now is in a vacuum. I think that's the whole reason why they invested in this new coach, this shooting doctor, so to say, because they understand that they're going to invest $200 million into a player that can't shoot. So in order to make that make sense, you got to help him to fix his flaws. So I think that's why they went out and got this shot doctor, some Chip England type of guy or whatever
Yeah,
his
yeah,
name
yeah.
is.
Chip.
But yeah, I think that's the reason why they went and got that because they realized their best two players they can't shoot. So you got to fix it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
So yeah,
we're gonna sit back and see, Genius. It's very interesting to see how the Rockets, gonna approach. And I'm very sure and pretty sure they're already in negotiation mode and everything of that nature. But it's all about meeting in the middle and things like that. But I ain't gonna hold the mic. Hey, Reggie, what it do, Reg? What you got on? What you got on, man, Thompson? Salute, salute.
Hey, what's up, Greenleaf? Salute to the panel. Before I get on that last stream, I had a bet with I think it was Dre, right, for $50 about Ben Simmons signing with the
Philly.
Sixers,
Yeah.
whether he will or not. Uh, so yeah, I just want to yeah.
Glad it
So
clarify that. Yeah.
whenever that, however you want to do that, we can get on that at a later date when the season
I'm,
start.
I'm
But
glad I'm writing it down now, Rick.
yeah, man, I'm not ducking. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. But so if you listen to Dre, I'm here. I ain't ducking you, bro. All right, to the topic. I pretty much Genius hit the nail on the head, man. He said everything that needed to be said. The key thing he said was that Amen Thompson probably going to get the max, and he said that if he can make his shots, it don't have to be. If he can make like 18 feet, 20 feet in, like between like 10 to 18 feet, if he can hit those shots, he's going to be open. And when he gets swung the rock, if he could, I think if he gets like a floater, if he can get a floater that can go consistently and hit the little midi in stride in the flow of the offense, if he could just take the shots, that'll make things flow a lot better. Whether he make them or miss them, I think we're going to have to live with it until he kind of gets develops that skill because I was watching a podcast and one of the guys was saying like the ex-pro NBA guy, he was like, Amen Thompson is a great player, but his skill has to catch up to his athleticism because he never had to use it because he was just so much better, physically dominant than everybody. He didn't play college ball. He played 1 year, G League, and then he got drafted. So he never had to like master the fundamentals, right? So like Amen has to go back literally and learn the fundamentals of basketball, like basics, ball handling, passing, reading offenses, none of that. He didn't have to do none of that shit. He could just, jump out the gym and be strong and faster than everybody. So I think and that's the case for a lot of these guys on the team. They had to learn how to play the game of basketball. Ime had to teach Jalen how to play the game of basketball. So I think that that's going to be, but he can do it. I think he can do it. As far as the shooting coach, man, it's just whether the coach is there or not, you just got to get in the gym and put up shots, bro. And then you're going to have the confidence to take them shots in the game because you can shoot the shots. All these NBA players can make 300 3-pointers and whatever in the gym, but when they get in the game, that's the difference. That's what make the good from the great. You can shoot that all day, but if you ain't hitting them in the game, if you ain't even taking them, then I mean, it don't even matter. So we're gonna see. I say around December because the first October, November is give him a little bit to adjust. But if by December, if he not like taking and hitting those mid ranges consistently, then it's a problem, bro. I'm not gonna say he on the hot seat just yet, but I feel like out of him and LP a little bit on the hot seat, like Genius said. So that's why I'm gonna leave it. I'm interested to see what the other guys got to say, but I'm gonna stick with Almond for now. I'm not. I don't have I give him some time to develop because his skill got to catch up with his athleticism.
So so his overall, not like being in a dunker spot was one thing his rookie season, and being a point guard last year was another thing. I think he had more help on the defensive side with Dylan, playing alongside Dylan Brooks and Fred VanVleet. Jalen wasn't a complete slouch. Like you mentioned, he may have to teach him how to play basketball, and LP gave some effort. So his defensive, eliteness went up. So even when he made first team all defense. So this year, it was like a whole different package for me and Thompson. I'm just wondering, Trey, is he able to get back to that level? Being sliding back to the two guard or the wing. Is he gonna be like a complete player? Is he gonna give us that extra Amen Thompson that we looking for? Salute to you, Trey.
Salute Greenleaf, salute panel. I think I think he will be able to do better on the defensive end. I know y'all said if he getting 200 million, he should be expected to do everything. But I think with less, I'm glad you said that, Green, because Dylan Brooks, Adams, Fred, it was like a But now it's like now it's all on the men. Hold up. Hold up. Give me 1 second. 1 second.
Oh, I thought that was me, Trey. I thought my PC was in and out. But you good, bro.
But I think it's gonna be. I think he'll be. I bet. Yeah. I think he'll be a little bit better because it's less point guard duties. It is still more overall on him because there's no Brooks. But I think with Fred VanVleet and Steven Adams coming back, they can help him out a little bit more. But with the title of the video is Amen Thompson Untouchable. I don't really think so, but I'll tell you why the Rockets look at him as untouchable because he has the highest potential out of everybody that they drafted. Reed Shepard, he can shoot, defensive liability. Oh, are you saying something? I seen your mic moving.
Oh no, you good. No, I'm just moving some stuff
Okay,
around. No, you cook.
I bet. I think he has the highest ceiling. I think we're close to Şengün's ceiling. He can add a few more points, get a little more rebounds, but I think he really gonna have to improve his mental toughness. But Amen Thompson, if you could be a first to third team all defensive player and get a jump shot, because the shot doctor, he a shot doctor. He's not a miracle worker. So I wouldn't say I'm gonna give him 2 months till like December. Because when Kawhi came in, he had a whole year with Kawhi and got his shot better. Same with Lou Dort. I remember when James Harden was here and we was playing OKC in the playoffs, we was leaving Lou Dort wide open. And you can't do that with Lou Dort now because he be making shots because OKC brought in the shot doctor, got his shot right. But it was over time. It was like a whole season or two before he really got comfortable just letting him go like that. So I think, shot will get better with the shot doctor there. So I do like that pickup for Houston. But only reason I think the Rockets look at him as untouchable is because he has the highest ceiling. Jabari is near his ceiling. He's a high-level role player. Reed Shepard, high-level role player. Jalen Green, they already trying to get him out of Phoenix because, Ime was trying to teach him how to play basketball, but them habits still show up. Şengün is near his ceiling already. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. But I think Amen still has a lot of room to grow. He 18, 8, and like 5 last year. Better jump shot. You take him out of the point guard position. That's higher points, more rebounds. He already got a good sight for passing, but he do a couple bad things like jump passing and stuff like that. But I still think he do have the highest potential on the team. That's why they look at him like that. But I feel like Amen gonna be good, bro. I think the shot doctor will help him, but he's not a miracle work. It's not like, oh, we brought him in over the summer. Amen better be shooting threes when the season starts. No, like it took a while with Kawhi. It took a while with Lou Dort, but he made they shot better overall. It's a process, but I think it's gonna be good for him. But I've been saying this the whole time, bro. I don't think he should get a max. I think Şengün got 185. Maybe a man get 195, something like that. He gonna be making, I think KD make 45 million a year. Şengün make like 35. So he'll be in between Şengün and KD. But I don't think he get no max because, like I said, he got room to improve. But I don't really think he untouchable, but I think the Rockets look at him as untouchable because of his ceiling. But I'll let somebody else cook.
Nah, yeah, I'm pretty sure we all understand what the Rockets, seeing them, and like I said before, Trey, fellas, I know not Daryl Morey. What's his name? Raphael Stone like to save money, like to, he been doing a good job, like giving guys their contract and they buying into their contract. Jabari, LP, KD, Tyrese, and just now. So I think it will be the same as far as Amen Thompson. So, but just to say, like, if Amen Thompson doesn't get paid that maximum amount of $200 million, doesn't mean like he ain't the best player on the team. His upside, if you want to just compare it to the next best player, and that's Alper Şengün, I mean, when you look at the numbers, like 18, 7, and 5, he's right there. And he's not really creating his own shot like that. He's trying to learn how to be a point guard. He just really getting his numbers and his buckets off the hill of shit. Just playing, going out there and running around, dunking the ball, doing the dirty work.
Athleticism.
Pure athleticism. Facts.
Yeah.
Talent. So he can't hit the window of him getting better, and then his mindset. He's a dog. You can see it in his eyes. Nigga want to get better at all costs, but I think just the one thing is him having a jump shot, bro. I think LeBron recently said it. If this dude ever, find a way to get a jump shot, it's over. It's over. But I don't want to be the one to fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Like, he got to show me. You know what I'm saying, Dre?
Yeah, I feel you, but that's why they brought in dude. Like I said, he's not a miracle worker, but he has showed. I'm gonna let you go after this, Genius, but he has showed to come in and improve players' jump shots with Kawhi, with Dort. I know you've been a Rockets fan for a minute. You remember that OKC series where we was guarding everybody else, leaving Lou Dort wide open. Ain't
Yep.
nobody doing that no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because he had to hit that three.
Exactly, but they got that coach, and he came in and he really honed in on that jump shot. But it took a while. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna give him a little bit of time. Like, man, I feel like his numbers should improve at the end of the season. This season for sure, but I'm not expecting this season for him to just be a knockdown 3-point shooter. I'm expecting it to improve, but it's gonna take time. But go ahead.
Nah, I don't expect, at least 30. Get up to 30. That'll be a hell of an improvement. 21%, and he's not a real volume shooter. It's from the three, you know what I'm saying, of course, but, the corner threes and, threes, those escape threes, those 1-2 dribble pull up off the three, like those type of mid-range jump shots or just jump shots in general, like if he gets better in that circle of things, bro, dog, we cooking, bro. We cooking. That's gonna just open up for everybody. But the ball's not gonna really be in his hands like that this season. You feel me? It's gonna, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you're gonna have Fred VanVleet coming in slowly. I don't think they're gonna be playing like, you have to understand Fred is not gonna be playing those heavy amount of minutes, 45 and 40 minutes like that coming off ACL. So that gives Amen Thompson still the ability to, drive and be point guard, but he's listed as a shooting guard type shit. You know what I'm saying? The ball is going to be in his hands if Marcus Smart come in the game type shit. Or if Reed Shepard, him and him going back and forth. So it's right there for him, Trey. Can he do it? I want to see it. I want to see him. I want to see them jumpers fall.
Nah, facts. Like you said, I agree with you. You got to show me, bro. Like, it's going to take time, but I need to see improvement. That's what I'm looking for.
Straight up. I got Vic pulling up. Vic, what it do, Vic? Salute. What's up with it, man?
You give Amen Thompson that 200 mil. My thing is, if you disrespect him by giving him something that he don't want, he gonna go into restricted free agency next year, and some team gonna throw that money at him, and we gonna lose him for nothing. Now, I see everybody point with the shooting, but I think we overusing the shooting thing. I don't think it's that important. Do we need to get better? Yes, but that shouldn't determine what you've seen from Amen Thompson so far these last 3 years to know that he's worth around 200 million. He's the best, one of the best defenders in the game. We saw him in the playoffs against Steph Curry. We saw that. We saw him time and time on the other team's best offensive player. We saw him shut down Jalen Brunson, who just won Finals MVP. He has put in the work, and I believe he will still continue to put in the work. He's 23 years old. You know what I'm saying? Jason Kidd didn't come in knowing how to shoot when he first came in, but over time, he became one of the best 3-point shooters in the league. Same thing with a few other cats that came in and couldn't shoot. But you need to build a team around Amen Thompson that has shooting. He shouldn't be if he can't shoot 30%, I don't want him. No, we need to pay that man before we lose him for nothing. And that's where I'm at right there.
Yeah, man, most definitely. You don't want him to escape. You don't want him to, walk. Tyrese is a different story, but Amen Thompson, yeah. You don't want that scenario with the Houston Rockets. And at the end of the day, it ain't the end all be all if you don't have a jump shot. But I just feel like it can help the team out tremendously. You know what I'm saying? Just like how we spoke on LP, and if he get his 3-point right, it'll be hellified for the Rockets, bro. I'm just, with Fred coming back, like I said, Almon's gonna be dropped to the 2, right, Vic? So he's gonna be the 2. I still feel like he's gonna have like some guard shit going on with the ball in his hands. Like, does he have a different type of mentality from what he learned from the season prior? with the rock in his hands all year long, I believe that's a help. That's a plus for him coming into this season. Then he get the roam, play defense on the perimeter. Hopefully everybody else outside of Kevin Durant, he is who he is, but just got better. Jabari gets better, and LP gets better, just to open up the floor more.
Yeah, and before you move on, bro, one more thing.
Oh no, we cooking. Anybody can jump in there. You know what I'm saying? Just right
Right
now.
on. But like I said, everybody made good points. I'm not saying nobody point is bad. I mean, everybody got the best.
Right.
They version of the best outlook for the Rockets. You know what I'm saying? So I respect everybody point. And I missed the Shangoon stream live, but I did catch the 5-hour stream later on. The whole 5-hour stream, I listened to it back later on. And I don't want to bring this back up, but I'm done with Shangoon. We have seen his ceiling, but to keep it on the Amen Thompson, we need to build around him and his player type. If he's not a shooter, let's surround him with shooters. Look what happened with Giannis.
Yeah.
And I know Giannis 6'11", but still, Amen 6'7" with a long wingspan. If we can build around with shooting, we can get something good out of this team.
Hey, if he's untouchable, shit, why not? Like what's what? I mean, are they? You know what I'm saying? Since drafting him, since Ime Udoka got here, it probably was the mission. Building around Amen Thompson low key and just helping. All the rest of the other guys. Going forward. But he say you done with LP Vic, dog. You done
I'm
with
done
him,
with
bro?
LP being. I'm done with him being our star player.
Okay.
Let me put it in that perspective. Him being our star player. He can be a secondary player. I'm cool with that. But being our star go-to player, I'm done with that.
Nah,
Yeah, he's not a number one. He's more like a number two, number three. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna comment on this Amen walking thing, bro. Amen can't just walk, bro. He's still on the rookie deal. So even if a team do throw out the max, Houston got matching rights. You know what I'm saying? So if other team force their hand, they will have to give him the max because his max is 252, and I think that's like 50 million a year.
Right.
I'm
So Trey,
saying give him like 40, 45. That's not lowballing them, but that's still giving us a little bit of wiggle room. That instead of 25% of the cap, it's maybe 20, so we can get a MLE or somebody else to help on the team. You know what I'm saying?
and to your point, if we pay him 200 this year, we ain't got to pay the 250 next year. Somebody gonna throw at him. We saving 50 mil right there because they gonna throw the money at him.
I mean, they could, but I don't know, cause like I think Amin I like Asad Thompson. I feel like he got less of a role, so he can focus more on defense, bro. Amin got the more offensive side of the game, so I think he's valued higher. But I hope we can come out to a deal because I think a team may throw it at him, but if they do throw it at him, I think we're gonna match. But hopefully he'll be able to work with us a little bit, cause like I said last stream, bro, Wemby took a pay cut. If Wemby can take a pay cut, I think a man could take a pay cut, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
My
if
biggest
you if
thing
you
is
Oh, go ahead, Rick.
I was gonna
yeah,
say
I'm
my
saying
biggest thing is having what direction are we going in? Like this is the biggest thing. We get the contracts. I'm not worried about. Stone can handle that. So far, he's been handling it. But who are we building this team around? That's the question, right? And we need to pick a direction. At this point, we just need to pick somebody. And it's only two guys. That's the right answer. It really is one, Amen, but it's either Alp or Amen. Pick one and just go with it. Because right now, we just kind of it's really random at this point. We just kind of spreading it around, and it's like, bro, we have no identity. We just gonna keep having the same conversations every year.
Yep.
Keep getting bounced out in the first round, play in, maybe make it to the second round if we're lucky every year, bro. We always gonna be one injury away. We're gonna be one player away, one missing piece away. If this guy can hit the shot, we always gonna be having these conversations, bro, because because Stone and Ime can't construct a roster and implement an offensive system and give us an identity to actually progress. Like look at the Knicks, bro. They had an identity. They were literally one piece away and they went and got that piece. Even before Cat got there, they had an identity. They swapped a coach too. They got a new coach. They got Mike Brown in there. But the blueprint was in place, bro. The vision was there. They just needed to tweak it a little bit. We're not even there. We don't know who we are. We really don't know what we got.
What?
So That's why I say, like, I agree with y'all. Give Armin the money, max him out, whatever. That way, we move forward. If once we give him that money, bro, it's the business. That's the guy. Build a roster around him because the money said besides KD, he the only one making 200 mil on the team. So
And
we got to
Reggie,
move
like
in his direction.
when we speaking on the direction, it's like, okay, when they say, oh, when we utilize LP as our hub and the best player, so to speak, he's an all-star, we gonna maximize his talent and build around that. And what they say, we need shooting, we need guys that can play, make, and shoot. You know what I'm saying? Because he can't shoot the three, and he you know what I'm saying, how that goes. So with Amen Thompson, it's sort of the same thing. You need shooters around him and other guys that can make plays because he's not an outside threat or anything of that nature. He's a downhill guy, dunker spot guy, and first step and get his own. So are we still building the team up the same way with the outside shooting stuff?
Yeah, we did. We got
better?
Marcus Smart.
Is it better
and
with
Bogdanovich.
Is it better without one of the two though?
Nah, regardless of who we building it around, either LP or Armin, we needed the shooting. Even before we had this conversation, even when Jalen was the guy, we still needed the shooting. They got it, I guess. We're going to see, but they got more of it this year. Let's forget, Tari Eason started out the season. He was one of the best three-point shooters in the league until he fell off a cliff.
Yeah.
But when he started the season, he was like number 1 or number 2 in the league in three-point percentage. So with Bari, so I think they addressed, we got like 5, Aaron Holiday. We got a lot of shooters now. So I think that part
Holiday
is
gone.
good.
Holiday gone. Yeah, he ain't.
Oh, man.
It's
Oh,
Bruce.
but
Bruce,
let me ask y'all
Bruce
this real
Thornton
quick.
taking his spot. What's up with it?
But we got Thornton is cool. He can shoot. So I think the biggest issue is, I think Stone gonna lowball Almond, bro. I think that, bro. Like that's
What's
what
a low
I
ball
truly.
to you?
Yeah. Is it low
Like-
balling Reds or is it buying into what the team really need to keep
Bro.
keep roster alive around them? You know what I'm saying? The second apron type shit.
So you got the basketball side and you got the business side. From a basketball standpoint, it's a team-friendly deal. He doing what he, you know what I'm saying, for the organization. From a business side, the man getting lowballed. If his agent get up there and you look at the stats, the metrics, and all this kind of stuff, first team all defense and all this other stuff, he had to change his role twice. He was the point guard, then he was the dunker spot, then he was all this kind of stuff, and he's still producing at a high level. You gonna run me my 200 mil. If I'm his agent, bro, and
What's the low ball though? What a number is a low ball to you?
anything below 200 is a low ball, especially if it's below 195 at the lowest. If you talking about 190 and below, that's disrespectful, bro. If he take it, cool.
I said in between Şengün and KD. 40 million a year is like kind of where I'm at. In between 30, well, Şengün make 35, KD make 45. So I think Amen should be at that 40. But since bro brought up LP, I just want to say this quick thing about LP. I'm low on him too, because when I came to the season, I'm like, bro, you supposed to be a top 5 center. I seen top 5 maybe the first 2 months of the season, then that nigga disappeared. But I know we talking about a man jump shot. Do y'all think Cliff gonna help out with LP jump shot too, or no? Or I think it's just for a man?
Man,
It should be both.
it should
Both
help.
of them.
It should help everybody
As a
from
matter of
1
fact,
through
they should.
5.
As a matter of fact, Şengün has a better chance at developing that shot quicker than Amin, to be honest, because Şengün has a better form.
I
And
agree
you
with
could
that.
see-
I agree with that. Cause that shit I'm
Şengün
gonna be
already
throwing
at
up,
about
man.
30%.
That shit is a sore sight to see.
Yeah. Şengün is
You
already at
funny.
30%. If Şengün can even go to 34, which is not that big of a jump, that's huge for him. So I think that Şengün, as a matter of fact, I think it's going to be better for Amen and for both of them long term if they're going to play together. That Şengün is the closest one to the 3-point shot. He probably needs to be the one to make that leap. Then at least he doesn't have to be in the paint all the time, clogging up the paint for Amen. So
Yeah, because that's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
Like we
Being
brought in
honest,
Cliff. I don't think we brought him in for one player. Like, Şengün, maybe he can help Bari get a little more consistent.
No, for sure. For sure.
You
And
know what I'm saying?
I just think taking the right shots is my thing for these guys.
Right,
Like
right.
it was always on Jabari can make open shots on a consistent, basis. Alper Shingun with the pump fake stuff, like that's just a mental block for him. He's not confident in his shot. And I agree with Genius. I said this before 3 years ago. The dude has a good form. The release is there. He's just not taking those shots. You know what I'm saying? It's not the coach stopping him from doing that. It ain't the offense. It's him alone. So I hope with Chip bring something to the table to get these guys into a right position where they take the right shots and they're confident in their shots. Tyrese as well, all these guys.
But see, that's why I differ at because I don't want Shane going out there shooting threes. I want him in the post, and I want a man in a dunker spot. I think it worked real when we had that when we had Fred Van Vliet starting as our point guard a couple years ago with Dylan Brooks. We had Almond in the dunker spot and Shangoon in the post, and it works. So 52 wins, and we wouldn't. People thought we were gonna get 40 wins, 41 wins that same year.
Yeah.
So as long as Almond in the dunker spot, if teams play zone, we shown we can beat the zone. We put one in the middle, somebody flash. Almond has beaten the zone before, so has Shangoon. I don't want to see Shangoon shooting 8 threes a game.
No,
That's a defense.
I don't think that's what we asking. That's not what I'm asking at all. But like Victor, the passing up the threes that if he's wide open, I'm not saying he gonna be OKC first game of the season taking like eight threes. He making 5 of them. That's cool here and there if he feeling some type of way. But I'm with you. I don't want to see that at all. But take some that's not making the offense look predictable and it's, making the defense honest where you pump fake and now you have to put your back to the basket all the way to the 3-point line, bagging them down to the paint. Like, if that's the case, you might as
Yeah,
well be in the
yeah,
paint in the first place. I'm just saying, like, taking those quick threes and those quick decision shots. That's all I'm saying with
yeah.
Al
I,
Pacino.
I, I
Yeah,
feel you.
even
I
mid
feel you.
range, up his mid range a little bit.
Mid range too, though. Flamingo shots. It's cool for the highlights. You know what I'm saying? You get those once a month. And I rock with Craig Ackerman. Craig Ackerman be turning me up. Oh, the flamingo shot. Like, bro, we get those shits once in the blue moon. If that nigga, if he do that every 5 times in the mid range, bro, he cooking. Cause then he can take those guys off the pump fake. He can take those guys, with the moves and bag them down. Somebody block them trolls in the chat, whatever they posting. I don't know what it is, but yeah, if he do that trade and Vic, like we cooking too. But then, Amen Thompson, he get loose with the cutting and slashing. He's back into form. He's not on top of the key, trying to, figure out the offense or try to figure out how to be a point guard. He get loose and like that dunker spot
Hmm.
talk. And Al P can get up, give y'all them Magic Johnson passes. It can work wonders for the team. But I do still feel like, having a jump shot Vic will open up a
Yeah,
lot more. It would open up a lot more. But it's not like he gonna be an ad man on this shit.
yeah.
Bro,
No,
for us to
I
beat
feel
both
you.
of them, they gotta improve. Like end of the day, like Shingun jump shot gotta improve, and the man. I agree with what Genius and you said. Shingun form is better. So if we work with Chip, I low key expect Shingun to get a little more of improvement this year than Amin, because Amin, you starting from the bottom. Shingun already got a little bit of something that you can just add on to it. You know what I'm saying? But
Well,
if
let
you're
me say
gonna
this,
keep
Trey.
both of them and they gotta improve. Like that's the only way. I know you're saying we got 52 years a couple of years ago, Vic, but we got 52 wins last year, and
On
bro
an
been
injury
the
plagued
same
team.
way out in the first round. You know what
On
I'm
an injury
saying?
plagued team. But at the same time, we seen Sean Marion shoot ugly form. We seen Kevin Martin shoot ugly forms. I mean, Thompson free throw percentage was raised to almost 80% this year.
Nah, that's facts. That's facts. I gotta give you that for sure.
I think it go back to I forgot who it was that said earlier. It's just gonna take time, bro. With shooting, especially with Almond. I think the biggest thing, yeah, I would like to see him make 3-pointers, but I don't think that matters. I just think in the flow of the offense, shooting the midi when he get the rock, just shoot it and make it. And it's not gonna happen overnight. And like one of the guys used Lou Dorton as an example, but I think Amon should tighten up his handle a little bit more and add a. I think if he learns how to play below the rim better, that will help us out a lot more than have him having a jumper because he's so dynamic. There's going to be times we just can't. He's so dynamic. If you paying him $200 million in the future, you just can't leave him in the dunker spot, bro. Like this is not gonna fly. He's gonna need to be in different spots around the court. He's gonna have to do a lot of different things to help us out. And him playing below the rim better, finishing better, um, getting a floater, getting a nice little floater, nice little layup package. That's gonna help out a lot more than him just being able to hit a jump shot in the corner. I feel like.
Yeah. I like, and I know what you're speaking on too. It's just this whole total game package. Like, um, what let me ask you like this, Riz. Do you feel like y'all seen basketball for the longest? You think it's inevitable for him to get a natural, saying jump shot? I know we say Sean Marion, all those guys, but we, can do you feel like Amen Thompson have that to get better though? Do he have
It
that?
depends. Oh, it depends, bro. Sean Marion, I don't like that. I don't like using that examples because he played he played in the Mike D'Antoni offense, bro, with Steve Nash. So and like a lot of dudes on that team, they were snipers, bro. At one point, they had Joe Johnson, Quentin Richardson, Leandro Barbosa. They had a bunch of dudes that could shoot the ball. You know what I'm saying? They was running one big and like three, four guards in a starting lineup, and all them dudes was shooting like hella high at a high clip, like over 36% from three in like the late 2000s, bro. They was running 6 seconds or less offense, so he was getting a lot of looks. Like he wasn't getting double team, he was getting halfway open looks half the time, and he's just knocking them down at a semi-respectable, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's just a different offense, bro. Like we not running that kind of offense. So he not gonna be getting them kind of looks, bro. He gonna be getting wide open looks, and he not the kind of him and Sean Marion. That game is not really. It's kind of similar, but it ain't the same, bro. Because Sean Marion took the shots. Sometimes Amen Thompson don't take the shots, bro, and it kind of clogs up the offense. Sean Marion, at least he let it fly. And because of the system they was running, bro, we don't run that kind of system. Fred ain't Steve Nash, and we ain't got no shit. Al P ain't Amari Stoudemire, so I don't really like that comparison to be honest.
Well, just
I
just
just
just him being well. Amen Thompson, bro. Like I agree with you. Like we don't have that type of offense, and I don't think we will ever have that type of offense. But you know, when all else fails, Fred VanVleet got to kick it out to somebody, and Amen Thompson over Jabbar. Jabbar is in a corner, and he can knock it down at a 36% clip from the corner threes. Like get back to that like he was in his first couple of years in the NBA. I'll accept that. And taking guys off the dribble, creating a floater, like a 1-2 dribble pull up, like those things are really, useful for a guy like him because all they look at is a dribble and drive. Like even Russell Westbrook had a stop on a dime pull up at one point in time on a fast break, just so he won't just be aggressive, putting himself in foul trouble, taking a rack all the time. But I know Amen Thompson different story. He's hella fight athletic, but you can't use that forever in your career. Like if it starts now, it helps you on going down the road, in my belief. So
exactly. It makes us easy to defend because it's all good. Like 82 games. Oh, dunker spot. He getting his 18-5 or 18-8 or whatever. Man, when the playoffs come, man, they shutting that down, bro. That's done with, man. His production probably get cut in half, bro. Like he might have a game where he popped for like 30 or something, but over a 7-game series, bro, he out of there, bro. They freezing him out completely, bro. The good teams, the good coaches that can scheme for that, man. Like that's cool. Like that's why I say like he ain't got to get a jumper, but man, he got to get a floater, little tween game, nice little layup package or something, bro. Like to kind of and tighten up the handle a little bit more, which he did work on. I think his handle gonna be a little bit better in his decision making, but just leaving him right there, just doing that is late in the season, the playoffs, bro, they're gonna take that
Yeah,
away, bro. The
yeah.
good teams.
And it's easy to scheme on. It's easy to scheme on. And they showed it like when he couldn't just go full speed ahead, or, you know, when it was a half court scenario and they trapping certain guys, they could take that away from you. And, you know, like we mentioned zone and everything like that. If they put him in the middle, we know him or LP is not gonna take that mid range jump shot. I want him to attack and have a mid range game. I want him to have the vision of, you know, driving and kicking and understanding the floor, since he has that point guard mentality, point guard duty, you know, once upon a time. So, and then, you know, it's just about the whole team and collective playing smarter together. They're at the stage in their career. We in year 6 with Alper Sengun, you know, year 5 with Jabari, 4 for Amen, and the list goes on. They should know each other, bro.
Man,
Especially
time moving fast.
that shit going. And they should have some chemistry and camaraderie. Like I understand Reed Shepard won it right here. LP won it right here. Okay, they play 1 year with KD. He can't get come up from that down screen. Let's move this rock around. Let's not play around 5 seconds over here just to see if he don't call a foul or Kevin Durant can get himself open. You know what I'm saying? Let's not do that. Let's just move the other way and keep the ball moving type shit. And that goes on with Ime Udoka and having that implemented in the offense and practice training camp and all that stuff. You set up an offense where the first option breaks down. You have a 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? Scenario to go. So I believe that they are trying to get there. Even when back in Silas, he said he didn't really want to call high level plays for the young guys because they couldn't even, you know, get simple shit done. So it's like at the stage right now where, you know, all the excuses of, oh, they young, youth is an excuse now. Y'all had 2 playoff years. One without KD, you had with Jalen Green. So it's about Amen Thompson, Reed Shepard, had some scenarios. Well, had some plays. You have Kevin Durant, who didn't play, but Alper Sengun, Jabari Smith Jr., all these guys, right, have this year too. So going into this year, they should have some type of nuts where we know each other and we should get it done. I see Mr. Mash pulling up. What up, Mash? What up, bro? What's good with your Mash? Salute.
Salute, Mr. Mash.
Salute, man. Good.
bro.
Just chopping up on his Amen Thompson.
Yeah. I mean, by today's standard, he will be considered untouchable because of the potential and his athleticism, and he's young and what he could be. I guess by today's NBA standards, he would be considered untouchable. But me personally, he's touchable. He's movable. He's tradable. His game's not complete. He's not a winning player like that to me. He does some good things, but there's a lot of more work to be done on his end. And so until I see those type of changes and those adjustments and him coming back into the season, adding something new to his game, then he's always going to be tradable to me. This is basketball, right? Being athletic is one thing, being fast and strong, I get it. Those are great intangibles. But it comes a point in a game where your skill set matters, right? Your technical skill set matters, right? Perimeter shooting in this sport, in the NBA, matters. If you can't hit perimeter shots consistently and make teams pay because they're trapping KD, they're trapping Sagoon, right? They're playing off you on the weak side and you can't make a team pay, then now you're a deficit and you're a liability and you're hurting your team offensively. And so as great as Amen is in the dunker spot, you know, defensively, you know, but no, I mean, last season, I'll be honest, Green, like he hurt the offense, bro. The floor shrunk when he's on the court. It shrinks because teams don't respect his perimeter game. Why were teams able to press up and press KD, press Sagoon, blitz him? Well, no problem. I'll leave Amen Thompson wide open. He ain't gonna make me pay. Now listen, he may hit 2 out of 10. He may hit 3 out of 10. He may have a good game here and there where he makes you pay. But unfortunately, that's not good enough in today's league. The teams that win championships, their role guys can hit perimeter shots, right? OG Anunoby can hit perimeter shots. Josh Hart can hit perimeter shots, right? OKC's role players can hit perimeter shots. Champagning Cassell, those guys, they can hit perimeter shots, right? And so no, he's definitely tradable. But I do understand by today's measurement and the way basketball is looked at in today's climate, he would be deemed untouchable. But for us hard-nosed basketball core fans, nah. To me, I mean, he's tradable. Like you, so y'all mean tell me if the Spurs said we'll give you um Dylan Harper right now for Amen Thompson, I'm not pulling that trigger. Absolutely,
No,
absolutely.
no.
Okay, well look, bro, that's you, right?
I
I
do
want
it.
to
I
win.
do it. Yeah, I
Facts.
do.
Facts,
I
Reggie.
do.
You know why? Because
I
listen,
do.
even though Amen Thompson is more athletic, he's more physically gifted than Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper is a better basketball player, right? Here you go, bro. Run my offense, play some defense, hit perimeter shots. And in winning time, we saw a young kid last year who wasn't afraid to say, give me the ball, while being on the court with Darren, Wimby, and those guys and say, get out my way, I'll take us home. And so I don't feel it that way with no goddamn Amen Thompson. When Amen Thompson had the ball in his hands in winning time, I'm nervous. I'm not confident in Amen Thompson with his dribble package, with his offensive package, making the right read. He can't listen. Y'all are the same people who say that the Houston Rockets put too much pressure on him and change his game and ask him to play point guard. Well, guess what? Dunn Harper can play point guard. He can score. He can defend. He can make perimeter shots. So no, Amen Thompson has a long ways to go before I can deem him untouchable. But I know by today's standards, Green and Reggie, he'll be looked at as untouchable. But we should not be pushing that narrative, bro. He has a long way to go. Work on his game. And so for me, Green, this upcoming season, bro, I want to see if he got better in the areas where he needs to get better at. It ain't gotta be no drastic change, but it needs to be a shift there in the
But
right direction, if that makes sense.
those areas, Mr. Moss, with Fred VanVleet coming back, and I spoke on it, slightly. Fred coming back, but I don't think he's going to get 40, 45 minutes plus per game. So you still have Amen Thompson having, should I say point guard duties still?
Point guard possessions. I said point
Yeah,
guard
point guard
possessions.
possessions. Yeah, you can put it like that. You got Marcus Smart and everything of that nature, but the
Right.
thing is to put him at the shooting guard and let him roam, cut and slash back on the offense and the dunker spot and stuff like that. But he'll have that trying to, what he had this year. And what he really had this year, I want to elaborate on that. What did he really, saying? I know the assists went up. What was the assist? 6 assists, 5 assists this season.
5.5, I think. Yeah.
5.3
Yeah.
assists, 7.8 rebounds, 18 points per game.
Right.
I think his overall game should take the leap. He's
That's coming from a non-shooter too, Greenleaf.
a non-shooter average of 18 points. So
Well, we don't care about being on shooter, bro.
What is-
Because in today's league, bro, I mean, bro. Like, what's your name, bro? Luka Vic, bro. Him
Vic,
averaging
Vic,
18
Vic,
points.
bro. Vic.
Okay, Vic. Amen Thompson giving us 18 points a game in today's NBA is that impressive, bro. Like, it's a soft league. It's easy to score. Listen, like when it matters the most, where's that shooting at, bro? Where's his IQ at? And so I don't care about him scoring 18 points a game. And so, no, I mean, he needs to get better because
Well,
we care about winning time. And when teams pack the paint and he can't slash to the rim and get easier shots, bro, and teams leave you wide open, can you make them pay? Period, bro. Like, this ain't rocket science.
I hear
You
you, but
can't.
18 points a game as a third leading scorer on the team is a pretty big deal. But the third option is the third option.
Do you want to win, or are you worried about him just putting up 18 points, being a third leading scorer on the Rockets?
No.
Bro, I don't care about that type of stuff, bro.
I was
That's
talking
not
about
winning
your point.
basketball to me.
No, I understand that, but I'm talking about your
Okay.
point. I ain't talking about the winning basketball situation. I'm talking about your point.
I got you. Okay, I got you. You're
But
saying,
no, I ain't saying
I
you
think what
wrong.
you're saying, Vic. I think what you're saying, Vic, respectfully, is that with all these flaws and all these things that he needs to work on, he's still giving us 18, 7, and 6, which is pretty damn good. You're saying, right?
As a third year player, yes.
As a third-year player. Okay,
Yeah.
you know what? From that standpoint, then I can pipe down, bro. I mean, yeah. I mean, from that angle, yes. And can we be honest real quick, fellas?
what's up?
Like, people act like the point guard duties were put all on him last year. KD brought the ball up court last year. Sagoon brought the ball up court last year.
True.
It wasn't like Amen Thompson was like the sole point guard and he brought it up all season long last year. There were a lot of times during games where KD brought it up court, and so this narrative that Amen Thompson had to adjust to playing point guard like he was playing it all game long, that's not true, bro. Was he asked to do it on occasions? Whoever said possessions or point guard by possessions, that's a great point. Amen Thompson needs to be able to run that position or actually act in that duty if he's called upon to do it in spots in possessions. Nobody's going to ask him to be a full-time point guard, which he wasn't last year. He wasn't a full-time point guard last year. Absolutely fucking not. We saw KD last year bring the ball
Yeah.
court tons of times.
And most of the time, it's the mass, and that's a true statement because most of the time, when you know, the heavy guy with turnovers, KD, LP, right?
Yep.
I believe Knicks, you have the ball most of the time. So, hey, Maz, you might be getting somewhere as far as like what we was really, or what we really getting out of or asking for Amen Thompson. Was he really a point guard? You know, did he really improve as a point guard? Assists went up, but what is he? What is he truly? I think he's just an unpositionalist guy.
Yeah, he's a basketball player.
He just played basketball.
Yeah,
he's a basketball player. But Vic, even with him being a basketball player, Reggie, Vic, and Green and Genius, there comes a point in the game where he can have 25, 10, and 10, but in the fourth quarter when it matters the most, if they're going to pack that paint and good teams make you go to plan A, B, C, and D, and they take away driving lanes and they take away the dunker spot, right? He has to be able to make teams pay with his IQ, with his sharpness, and most of all, even if it's just a 15-foot jump shot, bro, teams have to respect that. They have to respect that. And so that's why I'm not so big on his points, right? Listen, I'm more impressed or I'm more impressed by his rebounds and his assists than I am his points, and more so his rebounds, right? The assists come and go. I mean, I gauge assists a certain type of ways. I mean, I don't go off just raw numbers, but I think Amen Thompson's impact is so much more than just his scoring. It's his rebounding. It's his putback. It's his second chance points. But he has to make teams pay, Green, with that perimeter shot more than what he has the past couple years, because good teams, when it matters the most, Vic, the Spurs and OKC and Denver in the postseason, Minnesota, they're going to take away what he does best, bro. They're going to do that.
Yeah.
So that's what I care about.
Let me ask you this, bro. I know you said he's touchable, but from the Rockets camp, they said that he wasn't touchable. Do you think he's worth $200 million right now?
The Houston Rockets are operating in pure stupidity. This is the same owner group and GM group who brought in Kevin Durant. So unfortunately, anything that the Rockets front office say or do, I don't take seriously. You bring in the old Kevin Durant, bro. And then to your second point, is he worth $200 million? Absolutely not, bro. How are you worth $200 million, bro? And your jump shot and you're a liability on offense, when it matters the most. You can't make teams pay. You're not a complete player. You're still having trouble running an offense, and you're 6'7", and you're like a wing guy, right? When there's guys in the league who do it much better than you can, or fucking AJ, or fucking McClain on OKC, those guys can run the point guard position, bro. And I don't think any of you guys would say that AJ or the other kid is better than Amen Thompson. Y'all would pick Amen Thompson over McCain and AJ Mitchell right now, I assume. But Green, I trust those two young guys with the ball in their hands more than I trust Amen Thompson. You feel me, Vic?
I think that's if you're gonna make Amen a full-time point guard, and we just said he a point guard.
Those guys aren't full-time point guards, bro. But those guys aren't full-time point guards. Those guys are asked to run the offense on occasions. But my point is, again, when teams take away Shea can get off the ball and let those guys cook, right? When KD and Sagoon is getting double teamed or trapped, what is he?
What else is he doing? Like, is he a playmaker like that? He can't stretch the floor from the three. He can cut and slash, but that means somebody else needs to be making plays for him. And he needs to be roaming and getting open and stuff like that. Now, we talking about defense, that's something different that he probably can get back to. But outside of, bro, it's just tough, bro. It's just tough.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what Miles saying.
Yeah, I see. I understand where you're getting at. $200 million is a big contract. Like I said, I'll settle for whatever. But is he gonna settle for 185, 190? You know what I'm saying? And you know teams will throw their bag at him regardless. But do you think he had that mentality though, Miles?
Yeah, I
Of
do, bro.
wanting that
I'm
money
saying
over
right
there?
now. Yeah, I mean, everything I'm saying is just I look at it as constructive criticism and us being honest. And any player should want, constructive feedback, right? Young players need this type of pushback so they can get better. Like, I wouldn't want to trade him in Thompson, bro. He deserves a chance to get better in certain areas. He's still young, he's still super athletic. So even though I'm saying what I'm saying, me personally, I wouldn't pay him $200 million. But as a Rockets fan, I would feel a certain type of way if we let somebody else in. That's a different story. But no, Green, listen, Amen Thompson has a chance to get better. I think he will get better. Now, listen, I don't think his jump shot is ever going to be, above average like that, but it can
Hmm.
get to where it's average at least. And I'm cool with that. And so, but nah, you pay him, what you think is fair between where both parties leave the table saying this is fair. And I don't think 180, 160, 190 is the number. He needs to be somewhere around, I don't know, the 120 to 130 and go from there, bro. I mean, come on. Like, I
That's
think
not
that's a
gonna
fair number.
happen. That's not happening.
And you might be right, Genius. Listen, and you might be right, bro. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's fair. I
I
can't push
think I
back on
think the
that.
sweet spot is 200. I believe that
200 million
if you
dollars.
start to
Come on.
go on it, I believe no. I'm not saying he's worth it. I'm just saying what the market is going to be. I think that there's a team out there that's going to pay him the 200. So you might as well just give it to him because if you go
Well, what
170,
you mean a team,
180,
bro? Because when you say the
sorry,
team, the Rocket, the Houston Rockets have his bird rights. So what team can give him
right.
a $5
But
million
but what's the
max
purpose?
deal,
What's the
$7 million,
purpose?
bro?
Yeah, but man, what's the purpose in ruining a relationship if you know that there's a team that's gonna give him the 200? Because all you're doing is just um slowing down
Whoa,
the
whoa, whoa, whoa,
inevitable,
whoa, whoa,
bro.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on, hey, bro, respect for you, bro. Like, to get a max deal like that, bro, you have to meet certain requirements, right? MVPs, Rookie of the Year, all different Player of the Year awards, first team, second team, all NBA teams, blah blah blah. Amen Thompson
To get
doesn't
what?
meet that threshold, bro.
To
Amen
get
Thompson does not
200?
meet. Amen
Come on,
Thompson
bro.
doesn't meet
What are
that
you talking
threshold,
about?
bro.
It's
What?
not. You
What?
don't have to do nothing. It's the rookie scale max. If a team is willing to give it to him, he doesn't. Even if he doesn't make an all-star team, they can
The
give it to
Houston
him.
Rockets have his. The Houston Rockets have his bird rights. So what team out there can give him $200 million, bro? A 5 year
Any
deal for
team
$200
out
million.
there can give him two. No, they can't give him the five. They can give him four. But what's the difference? If he goes to
So
restricted free agency, he can only get a 4 year deal for the max. And I'm saying if there's a team out there that's willing to give him the money, what's the purpose in ruining the relationship just to have a team go
ruining
out there and
the
give it to him?
relationship. Ruin the relationship. So
Right,
so
because
now we can't act.
if you come out and lowball him, right? Like exactly like
What do
what's
you mean
going
low
on with
ball?
Tyre.
What's considered low ball?
What?
What's considered? What do you consider low ball?
I think that anything under 190 is a low ball right now, bro, because
Can
he's
you give
worth
me a
more than
player?
that
Can you give me a? Can you
on
give
the
me a player?
market.
Can you give me a player like Amen Thompson who can't shoot, who has some negative attributes about his game, who's making 190 in his third season? Who's this guy? Name him.
That's not the point, though,
No, no,
man.
no, no,
That's
bro.
not the
It is a
point.
point because you said the
The
market.
point
No, no,
is
no. You said the
the
market.
market. All right.
But the
So,
market's dictated by players, though. The market's
all right,
dictated by
right
who the
now,
players
let me
giving.
ask you a question. You and
You're not
this
answering my
is
question, bro.
opinionated, bro. You're
Yeah,
saying to
go ahead.
me that there's no team in the league right now that's gonna give Amin Thompson at least 190 right now. You're
There's
telling
no
me that?
baseline. Genius. There's no
But
baseline for teams.
it only takes one team. You don't need to have three or four. You just need one. And you're telling me that there's no other team in the league
But
that's
you
gonna give
can't
him
use the
190.
but you can't use the phrase the market when there's
But
no
the market
player
is what
that,
one, bro.
hold on,
If
bro.
one team
You
out
can't
there
use the
is
market.
willing to give you 190, that's your market. It
No,
doesn't
bro.
matter.
The market, no,
So
no,
what's
that's
the
not true,
market?
bro. The market is set by previous players who is right around
No,
him.
bro.
That's
Your
why,
market is
yes,
what
it is.
Bro,
Yes, it
your
is.
market
Yes, it
is
is.
what somebody's willing to pay you. That's your
No,
market.
it's not, bro. When the Rockets signed
What?
Jalen
Somebody
Green,
talk to
we
this
all, we
guy,
all
bro.
talked
Somebody
about
tell this guy
when the
what the
Rockets
market is.
signed Jalen Green, Greenleaf. We all talked about what did Kate Cunningham get because he set the tone. He set the market, bro. What are you talking about? What are you talking
Bro,
about?
what is Green? What's your market? What's your market, bro? If you go out there and seek a job tomorrow, Green, and you go out there and tell your employer, I want 70,000 a year. And that employer say, nah, I'm not giving you 70. I'm only going to give you 60. And you go on another interview, and that next employer willing to give you the 70 million that you asked for. What's your
What team
market?
said that, bro? What team has come on and
Bro,
said
just
giving on
answer the
Thompson
question, bro.
190? Who
Answer the
said that?
question. What's your market? 60 or the 70? Which one is your market? Your market
Whatever
is
the
what
market
somebody's
dictates.
willing to pay you, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
What other team that's came out publicly even says we're willing
All
to
right.
pay Amen Thompson
All
190?
right.
None so far. None so far.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, exactly,
Because
bro.
he's
No
not
market.
right. Because
No
guess why?
market.
Guess why? Because he's not a restricted free agent yet,
It
bro.
doesn't
He
matter
can't.
why,
No other
bro.
team can
So
bid on
then,
him. Next year,
why
when
you?
he's a
So
restricted free agent, let him hit the market. There are a couple of things that goes into making the market. There are a couple of things that goes into making the market. So if he gets a bad year where there is no money on the market, then he's gonna get fucked. I
no money in
agree
the market,
because
bro. His home team.
what I'm saying is that if there's no team out there with the cap space to offer him a max deal, then
That never
there's
happens,
no
bro.
market.
Every year there's teams with cap space, bro. So that's a bad
Yeah, but
example.
not every team. But not every team with money has the same need.
So
If there's a
ask your
team
question,
with
bro.
money,
Ask
they're
your
gonna
question.
go ahead.
You think a guy who can't shoot is worth 190?
And I'm saying it's not what I think. It's what somebody's willing to pay him, bro. It's not. I don't think he's worth 190. I would love if we could get him for 150, but it's not gonna happen. It's not.
Giannis
It's not
can't shoot.
gonna happen, bro.
Giannis can't shoot, and he well over 200 million.
Exactly. I'm
Mars,
saying it's not gonna happen, bro.
do you feel like, and shout out to Dark Black Times, man. Y'all check out his channel, man. He be cooking on the Rockets and you know, saying he made dope and everything like that, man. Salute to you, Black Times. Salute. But Mr. Mars, genius, Vic, is
Yeah, you can.
is he Kenny?
No, that's it. Go ahead, Green. My fault.
No, I was just saying shout out to Black, he said he'll be worth every penny, but man, bro, 200 million though. The 200 million tag for Amen Thompson. That's big for what, you know, Egghead Raphael Stone got playing on. Like got
He's
a
an
lot of
incomplete player, Greenleaf. He's an incomplete player.
and when you say that, Mr. Moss, are we just talking about his jump shot? He did make first team all defense too, Mr. Moss.
Well, I'm talking about his perimeter game, his basketball IQ. All you guys say not. Well, a lot of people say that he can't run the point guard position. He's an in-betweener. There's a lot of holes in his game, right? I mean, y'all think he's more valuable than a healthy Aaron Gordon? Even Aaron Gordon can shoot threes now and make you
All right.
play.
So Mr. Mars,
So
let
I
me ask you
mean,
this question:
he's
Is
incomplete,
he
bro.
better? Is
He's
he
incomplete.
better than Şengün? Do you consider him a better player than Şengün? Yes or no?
Is he worth more than Şengün?
No. I will, first,
Uh,
before I go there, is he a better player
uh,
than Şengün?
no.
Do you think he's a better
Is he a,
player?
is he a better player than Sengun? No. Is he more?
No.
Can he be more? Has he been more impactful? Yes.
Okay.
Both these can be true.
Okay,
No.
fine. If you don't think he's better
Yeah.
than Şengün, that's fine. But I will
No,
tell
no,
you
no, no.
this:
That's not what I said, bro.
90%.
I said that Sengun is more. Sengun's a better player right
No, I just
now,
asked you
but
a
Amen
simple
Thompson is
question.
more
Is he
impactful to me.
better? No. Is he better? Do you think he's a better player than Şengün? What would your answer be?
Defense
If you had to
coordination.
rank them, is he better than
Better
Şengün or
player.
is he not?
No, he's not, bro. He's not. He's
Okay,
not.
fine, and I'm
He's
okay
not.
with that. That because
Yeah, he's not, bro.
your opinion, he's not better than Şengün, but I tell you, 99% of the people out there say he's better than Şengün, and Şengün is
Okay,
getting
that's cool.
185.
Hey,
So how are you going to pay
if
him
he's
less than
not better right
Şengün?
now, he's on the way. In the
Exactly.
in the
And
playoff, in the playoffs,
so you can't
him
get
and Jabari rose to the case. I mean, LP did step up his rebounding. He was 20 and 11, I believe, but he was still stuck at that 20 point
I
base.
don't know.
Amen Thompson scored 19 points, Miles, in the playoffs. Jabari
I
scored
know,
17 of them thing.
Who's to say that? Who's to say this is who he is moving forward? A guy who will never get a consistent jump shot. A guy who will always be turnover prone and can't run the offense, but he's athletic. He's in a dunker spot. He can rebound. He can defend. I mean, so basically, what y'all saying is that y'all want to pay a 3-and-D guy $200 million in. That's what y'all want to do. Is pay a 3-and-D
Nope,
guy.
I don't want to do it. I
I'll
don't want to
pay
do
him.
it.
I'll
But
And
pay
then
him
what
not.
3-and-D
the
guy?
Hey,
problem is
hey, pause.
you
I'll pay.
can't go
Hey, pause. I'll pay him not to leave us.
right. And I'm saying this,
Oh, I agree with that part too,
even
James.
though we
I
don't
do
want
agree
to
with that
do it
part.
though, man, even though we don't want to do it, when he's going to negotiate or his agent is going to come and say, my guy is better than Şengün, and Şengün got 185. So that's the baseline. You can't
Well,
even talk
genius.
about
Now
nothing
you're
below
actually
that.
genius. Me and you agree on that shit, bro. Listen, I think he gets what he's asking for. The question is he worth it? That's all.
No, he's not.
I don't think he's
I
worth it,
already said it. I said it at the start of the
but
stream. I
I
don't
think he
think he's
gets.
worth it.
I think he gets what he asked for.
Right, but
But
he
those are
ain't
two
worth it.
different questions, though. Yeah, he ain't worth.
But I
Yeah,
think,
he
but I
gonna get.
think if he improves certain parts of his game, he could be worth it eventually.
And that's
But
okay. And guess
right
what?
now he's not.
So why am I wrong for saying if I'm the Rockets, improve your game and then I'll pay you? Like, can we stop this? Why can't
That's an
we? Why can't we?
example. That's an example.
I got you,
But like
Vic.
we did Chandler
I got
Parsons.
you. You're saying
Chandler
pay him
Parsons,
now,
we
lock
lost
him
him
up.
for nothing.
You're saying just
Right.
lock him up and then we can deal with his deficiencies and hope he gets better, but at least we have him under contract. I get it.
From my POV, yeah,
I
yes,
get it, bro.
exactly.
Yeah, and
Hold
guess
on,
what?
let me respond to
I
Mars
don't
right
like
quick,
that.
bro. I know you like to say, "Oh, a man is just a role player, big," but nobody is saying, "Bro, give him the max right now." Nobody up here is saying that. Everybody's saying like, even I know I'm saying at least, give it in between Şengün and KD. I personally think he's better than Şengün because his mentality. You can put him at more spots on the floor, but I think he has room to improve, bro. I'm not in that camp with you. This is what he is. He's just a role player. He's not gonna improve. No, bro. I think.
So what is he then, bro?
Yeah,
Okay, Trey,
wait, bro. Let me talk, bro. You steady cutting people off.
stop saying
Rockets are
bullshit then,
making
bro. Because
moves.
he's a
Bro,
fucking
let
role
me
player,
talk, bro.
dumbass.
I'm
What are you
trying to
talking
talk.
about,
Can
nigga?
I finish talking? The Rockets are making moves to help him improve. Just like I don't know if you heard earlier. Cliff does help with jump shooting, bro. He has a record of doing that. He has room to improve, and I think he will improve. And the Rockets are making moves to help him improve. I never said once give Amen Thompson a max. I said give him in between KD and Şengün is what he's worth right now. He could be worth a max later, but I'm not in that camp with you where, oh, this is a man. A man's not going to improve. He's low IQ. A man is not turnover prone. Şengün damn near turnover. Not even damn near. He is. He way more turnover prone than fucking Amen Thompson. And I don't think this is the ceiling for Amen Thompson, bro. Amen Thompson still got room to prove. And the Rockets are helping him, bringing people in to help him improve.
I can go now.
Am I talking?
Okay, cool. First of all, if he's not a role player, then Trey, then what is he then? What is he in your eyes?
He's a core piece to our organization. He damn near. If KD is the one, Şengün's the two, a man is the three. That's what he is.
Okay. So a core piece can't be a role player because he's not a star player. He's not a superstar. He's a role player, bro. Why do you get so defensive by me saying he's a role player?
No.
What's wrong with that?
Well, I'm gonna let you go. I ain't gonna cut you off like you do me. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
What's wrong? What's wrong with me saying that Amen Thompson is a role player, bro? Why would we put Amen Thompson in a star category prematurely when he hasn't even deserved it to
Hey,
be
Trey,
called that
is he
yet?
a role player, Trey? Is he a role player?
I don't think so, bro. I say he's a three. Just like when you got like
He a third option.
third option, like when you had Dame, Giannis, and Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton was still considered a star. He wasn't considered no fucking role player. You know what I'm saying? He could be a number three. You know what I'm saying? But that's still
Because
a
you're a
star.
number
That's
three
still
makes you a
star
star
piece.
now? Because you're the third option makes you a star, or you can't be a role player being a third option? What are you saying right now, bro? I'm confused right now.
So was Chris Middleton a role player, or was he a star that helped bring the Bucks together?
Chris Middleton was a role player with Damian Giannis, bro. He was hurt and he became a role player, bro. Did you not watch the Bucks play basketball?
After he
Chris
got
Middleton
hurt,
was way past his prime. Chris was hurt
after he
every
got
single
hurt.
year, missing half the season with the Bucks when Dame got there, bro. How many
So when the
games did
Bucks
Chris
won,
and
was he
Dame
a
and those
star
guys
or
play
was he a
together?
role player?
He was a role player when Dame got there, bro. What are you talking
I said
about,
when
man?
the Bucks won, was he a star or
That's
was
not
he a
what you
role
said,
player?
bro. Bro,
I'm
you said
I'm
Lillard.
asking a question, nigga. Can you answer the question?
Nigga, be consistent, bro. First you said Dame Lillard.
I just asked a question. Can you answer the
What's your
question?
question, bro? Go. Ask your question.
If you can hear, I said when the Bucks
If you can
won,
articulate well, then nigga, I'll answer. Go ahead.
I said that shit clear as day. Your bitch asses don't want to listen. When the
Yeah, you
Bucks
switch your shit
won,
up, bro. Yeah, because you
was
got
he
cooked, nigga,
a star or
on the
not?
Dame shit. Go ahead.
What's your question, Trey?
I just said the question again. You ain't listening. You want to argue. When the Bucks won, this is the third time. Make sure you listening. When the Bucks won, was he an all-star? Was he a star? Was he a role player?
Chris Middleton was like the second option, and he was like a budding star, close to enough. I mean, he's close enough to it. You could say that he's a star, or somewhat of a star, or could be deemed a star to some.
Yeah, he was
to some
most
people.
definitely a second option.
Yeah,
You
second
talking about
option.
that championship
yeah.
year?
So
Yeah, he was most definitely.
yeah. I mean, but you're comparing Chris Middleton back in those times to Amen Thompson, who can't shoot.
No.
Like, let's not forget the
I'm
Bucks
gonna
were going.
expand on that, but go ahead.
But the Bucks were going to Chris Middleton, Trey, in winning time. Not just Chris Middleton was hitting game-winning shots. Remember, they beat the Hawks in games 5 and 6 without Giannis.
He is
with
some
Chris
big
dropping
shot
30 balls.
more than Giannis. He was really saving Giannis in
Correct.
some of them games that
Yeah,
year.
correct. Amen Thompson ain't doing this shit,
I
bro.
remember this
Amen
shit.
Thompson ain't Chris Middleton back then, bro. What are we doing?
Well, I ain't saying we talking about options
Only
though.
reason I make that comparison. Oh, go ahead, Green.
No, I know. I just want to get back to it. I know we talking about options, so and
My bad.
role players. So like when the question is Amen Thompson a role player, like is he or is I understand he a third option. When the guys come back, he's gonna be an option. KD, LP, and then Amen.
I agree. Like I said, like this, if you pay Amen Thompson $200 million, he can't be a role player.
I agree.
But so far, I don't think the Rockets run no place for Amen Thompson, so he can't be a star.
Okay. I'm glad you said it because you consistent with it because that's how they did Jabari.
Yeah.
Not saying that Amen Thompson's on Jabari level payday wise. He made a first team all defense, but I see what you're saying. They don't run no plays for him. This year the ball was in his hands for him to become a player to, dictate that type of opportunity for other players. And 5 assists is not, I don't know. Kevin Porter Jr. averaged 7 assists when he was thrown in the fire as a point guard. So
Right.
go ahead, Mr. Miles. What you got, bro?
Because you pay a guy $200 million, yeah, he gets to be a role player. Because if that's the case, then are you guys saying that if they pay Amen $200 million and KD is still on the roster, that the Rockets have 3 all-stars or 3 star players and we're a super team now? No, absolutely not. No. Hold on, bro. Nobody looks at us as no super team because we got 3 max players or because Amen Thompson wouldn't be deemed like that. Bro, like in today's climate, Vic, guys are getting way like overpaid. And so I can't let the money like dictate or like change my way of thinking. Like I know Amen can make 250, bro. I don't care what he makes. Right? Long as KD and Sagoon is on this team, Amen Thompson will never be a star player on this team, bro. In my opinion, and he's not right now. And listen, I don't think money dictates that. To me, it doesn't. But maybe to you guys it do. But to me, it doesn't, Vic.
Well, what I mean by that is let me explain a little bit better. I think if you paying him that much money, you're trying to project him to be a star, paying him $200 million. So I think that they're gonna use that to say, hey, we're gonna move the roster a little bit. We got to get rid of certain pieces to put him in position to be a star player on this team.
So Vic, so let's get to it. So by the Rockets saying untouchable, basically saying, oh, he's the last to be, in trade rumors type shit. So that doesn't necessarily mean that they believe he's the best player or the most expendable player on the team as far as skill set. Like they know that he isn't worth the max rookie contract like some Jalen Duren shit. So what we saying is like we hold you to a great standard, we hold you to a great value, but it ain't that 200 tag.
They saying that his ceiling is going to be high. They're banking on they're putting their money on his ceiling being high. Whatever that high ceiling is, we don't know yet. We haven't seen it because Amen Thompson is one of one as far as I know his brother is him the same thing, but his brother's not offensively gifted like Amen is. We never seen Amen before. We seen traits of him in other players, but we never seen Amen. So paying that $200 million, you kind of banking on his ceiling being the highest of high versus his floor being low.
I don't
So
think
you
Amen
paying them
Thompson is
on that merit.
offensively gifted, Vic. Vic, I don't think Amen Thompson is offensively gifted by no
No, no,
means
no,
of the
no, no,
stretch of
no, no,
imagination.
no. More offensively gifted than his brother.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, then sure.
Yeah,
Hey, Vic. Next season, tie game. Katie and Sagoon's not playing. Fred Van Fleet is playing, and it's a tie ball game. Who you going to? You going to Fred Van Fleet, or you going to Amen Thompson?
I'm gonna be real. I'm going to Fred.
So then, why would you be paying a guy that you can't go to? That type of money.
Well, it depends on the situation. I mean, he
No,
also
bro. Any
shown.
situation,
No.
bro.
I am, but I'm gonna say he also shown he beat Boston on the buzzer beater. He did that. Now, was the play for him? No, it was for Jalen
But
Green.
that tip in,
No,
or
no, 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 no.
no,
Yeah,
the floater.
yeah. Over. Now, don't get me wrong. I can admit when I can admit I've seen the whole thing. The play was for Jalen Green, and they shaded their defense to Green, which caused the pass to go to Amen Thompson for the game winning shot.
Okay. So the clock
So
strikes once every now and then, but I guess my question was more so consistently. Like you would, I think we all agree. I mean, at least I do. I feel more comfortable going to Fred Van Fleet in those situations than I ever feel going to Amen Thompson. But I'm gonna pay
offensively,
Amen
yes.
190.
Offensively, yes. But I would also prefer to have Amen
When it matters
Thompson on
most, yeah,
whoever
yeah.
in that
When it
same
matters the most.
situation on defense. I would rather have Amen Thompson guarding their best person who's getting the ball for their team too. If we were
And
about
guess
one
what,
point
Vic?
and they got the ball,
Yeah.
I'd rather Amen Thompson
Uh-huh.
on them.
And guess what, Vic? I'm going to value Fred's offense over the defense because I can call for a pick and roll and get Amen off him, bro. I can set 2 picks back to back and get Amen off him. It's much tougher to get Fred Van Fleet off the ball unless you trap him, which you can do, right? To be fair, but there's ways to get Amen off your bets offensive player, bro. Oh, and by the way, Vic, did Amen Thompson take a step forward last year defensively, or did he take a step back defensively?
To answer your question, he took a step back. I'm not going to put
Okay, I'm
anything
not
else in
paying
there, but
that
I'll answer
guy,
your
bro.
question.
I can't go to
He
you,
took a step
and
back.
your defense took a
There was
step
a
back.
reason, though.
I can't
There
go to
was a
you.
reason, but to answer your question, yes, he did.
Miles, you gotta put some context into that. Why
Yeah,
though?
it was a reason.
But
It was a
Green,
reason.
now he questioning his now he's saying that there's a reason. I don't care what the reason is, Vic. Like your defense should never slip, bro.
No,
That's what
But
made you
my
great.
what if Anthony Edwards' offensive slip 1 year? You know what I'm saying? And we know we paying him to be an offensive juggernaut for what he do. And Amen Thompson, we asking him to be an offensive guy. He ain't giving you 25 points per game, but he's giving you that defensive side of the game, and it asks him to be a point guard. But no excuses for us that. But what I'm saying is, you give him, put him in that right position. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he can explode to who he really is, a wing guy
So
that
maybe
can play
I will.
defense.
Yeah, maybe
he,
I
he,
will
Miles ain't having
take a
that
step
shit.
back from criticizing the defense because maybe because of what happened last year with all the injuries and stuff. I'm going to scale back on the defense. Taking a step back is because I think okay, maybe he deserves the benefit of the doubt last year defensively. So with that being said, then I'll walk back what I just said. I don't like it, and it's not like me to even do this because my standards are very high, Vic and Green. Y'all know this, but okay, cool. I'm gonna give Amen somewhat of a pass defensively last year, right? But I think defense is what got us talking about Amen Thompson. It wasn't his offense;
That's facts.
it was his defense,
Facts.
his rebounding and his dunker spot. You know, the putbacks and his athleticism. I saw slippage last year, bro.
No,
Big
Miles,
slippage.
we never denied that though, bro. We never denied
right.
that. We all agreed
saw
that he took a step back. I felt
but
like
he was still elite though. He was still elite, even though he took a
No, he
step back.
wasn't,
Still
bro.
elite
No, he wasn't.
defensively.
He wasn't. No,
Let,
he
let
wasn't.
me let me add some more context to that too, bro. When a man was off first team on defense, Dylan Brooke was on the court. Fred Van Fleet was on the court. Steven Adams was the backup. Even with more offensive pressure being put on him, which is more on his plate, everything was to Amen Thompson. It wasn't as many defensive guys around him as it was the year before. That's more context, which I can't even disagree with you. His defense did slip a little bit last year, but it's not just, oh, bro, you can't shoot, can't play, you can't pay this guy. You don't like, nah, bro. It's more than just that. Like,
I don't subscribe to the Dylan Brooks. I mean, all those things are true, but so what? This is professional basketball, bro. So you mean to tell me that Amen Thompson can't play defense on that level unless he's next to Fred VanVleet and Dylan Brooks, bro? That's a cap out, bro. That's a cop out. And I'm not giving that excuse. I'm not doing that. And to say more is on his plate, Green just told us, and Green, I agree with this shit, bro. There was a misconception about Amen Thompson last year with more on his plate. He was not the full-time point guard last year, bro. He wasn't asked to play point guard all game long. So we gotta stop saying that, bro. So his plate being full. Now listen, was his plate fuller? Yeah, but so what? This is basketball, bro. Like you don't want to be great, and now his defense is dictated on Dylan Brooks and Fred VanVleet.
Hey, Ma.
If that's the case, then, bro, yeah. I can't pay you that type of money, bro.
Ma, what you think? What you think
bro?
was an easier situation for him? Play full fledged defense on the point guards that's guarding him, or just him guarding the best player when he had Dylan Brooks? You know what I'm saying? Being a wing player, like Dylan Brooks. Who's guarding the best player first? Dylan Brooks or Amen Thompson? It was Dylan Brooks to start. It was Dylan Brooks to start.
Dylan, yeah,
so I didn't. So when we talk about him taking a step back, Miles, this year, I didn't see him really, going after the best player this year. I ain't gonna say he got cooked, Miles. I know that's more your pot, but I know he took a step back, and I think he should have took a step up because all these little guards and the way his mindset is on defense, he could have really, did some damage. But I think the mental part of being a point guard and just everything of that nature, Miles, I think it was something that held that a reason why he took a step back, to say to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And if I'm going to pay a guy $190 or $200 million, which we all agree they're probably going to do it, then to whom much is given, much is required, bro. I can't give no excuse to say too much is asked. I don't care, bro.
That's true.
$200 million.
That's true, because
figure it out.
In the future they'll say, "Oh, y'all paying a this dude getting paid $200 million and he can't shoot a jump shot. He can't make a jump shot. He can't shoot a three. He can't look at it. All these comments that's on the screen, type shit." So I'm with you on that aspect, but I know he's very unique in his own way, Mr. Mars.
I agree with that too.
And
I agree with that too. That's why I said don't trade him, pay him. I may not agree with the number, but I would be devastated if the Rockets didn't come to an agreement or some way, somehow he part ways because of contract negotiations, bro. Pay the guy. I get it. I mean, the money, listen, the TV deal and the money went up, so Houston has to pay somebody, pay him. I'm just saying I don't agree with, I would rather give him 140, 150 and use the extra $50 million and go get two other pieces.
God damn,
Miles. His max is 252. You saying his max is 252? So you saying we should give him 150? That's your number?
252 for 5 years, Trey? You saying is that 5 years?
That's his max. That's his max.
That's 5 years. That max is that 5 years?
Yeah, 5 years, 252.
Come on, bro. You gotta be fucking kidding me, bro.
What is your number? Is your number 150? Is your number 150?
On the Rockets, probably like between about 150, 160 for like 4 years. I'll do that.
Now
bro.
That's a low ball. Dude was talking about a low ball earlier. That's a low ball. That's a low ball.
So if you do that, you gotta do the same thing you did with Jalen Green, with giving him a player option for the 5th year.
Has Amen Thompson earned 252? Like, bro, hold on, bro. We're gonna lock
nobody is arguing for a max for him. I just asked nobody up here, maybe except for Vic. I said every time I got up here.
I just want to argue. I just want to argue the 200, Trey. I just want to argue the 200. 200.
Around 190.
My talking about 140. He talking about a whole 100 million.
Like, bro, what you talking about?
That's hey, Ma. What Jabari get? What's Jabari getting? 130?
I gotta look
for 5.
I'm not sure.
I think Jabari getting like 130 for 5.
You guys do know that the Trey, the reason why I say about 150, 160 is because he's in Texas. Ain't no income tax, bro. I mean, I'm sorry, there's no state income tax. And he played in California or fucking New York. And so he gonna get most of his bread. And so I'm saying, why not give him 160 for like 4 years? And what is that? 30.
Okay, Mars. Jabari had 5 years, 122. You said like 140. 5 years, Mars.
Yeah.
I
4
think Moss
years
said
for
4
like
years.
That's 28 million.
160
Yeah. Okay. That's
160 4 years for 4 years.
164. Yeah. Okay. So
had
right,
other
28,
money.
30 million a year. You want to give him 30 million a year at the most.
No.
I ain't gonna lie.
160 at
You
4 is
changed
more
that
money
up.
than that.
You changed that
You
up because
guys,
we was talking about 5 years. Now it's 4 years for 160.
well, that's 40 million per year. That's 40 per.
That's what you willing to
That's
give
cool, but
Man
that makes
Thompson?
it
Yeah,
sound a little bit better.
that's what I'm
When we
saying,
was
Vic.
first saying it, I said the 5 year max is 5 years 250. You said, well, 160. If it's 4
Maz,
years, that make it a little bit
Maz,
different.
I said 4 years, guys.
190 for 5 is like 38 mil.
No, I'm not doing it, bro. 160.
But
for
you
4.
you
No,
said 160 for
not giving
40.
5 years. He's not. I'm doing 160 for 4. That's 40 per. I'm not Trey.
140
Yeah, he's saying he worth the
the whole
money.
time.
Yeah, Trey. I'm saying 160, bro. In my opinion. And
Because
that's
when you
high too.
first said 165 years, I'm like, that's why I said that's a low ball. But if you're saying
my bad, bro. I
164
misspoke.
years, that make more sense. I'll give you that.
No, my fault, bro. I misspoke. Maybe I didn't say the 4 years clearly, but no, it wasn't 160 for 5 years. It was 160 for 4 years. And to be fair and to be honest and open and transparent, I even think, bro, Amen Thompson getting paid $40 million a year. I'm not okay with that, bro. But I understand the business of basketball. I get it. But even then, I'm like, God, this is crazy.
Yeah, you saying
For an incomplete player?
you personally wouldn't do this
Yeah,
shit.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just putting
He's
all that.
incomplete, bro.
I'm putting all that, you know what I'm saying, realistically what the Rockets would give him and like what is he actually worth from the eye test and how you feel you know what I'm saying, just to meet in the middle of it. And you said 160 for 4 years, that's still, 40 per year. So I mean, Amen Thompson worth what it's worth, bro. Like he is with a number 4 pick. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know it's a lot to be asked about all these players, but the main question is to me, everybody, who is that guy though? If Amen Thompson come into the next season and jumps LP that 21 points per game, and all Amen Thompson, we ain't asking him to be an option at all, Maz. He's just, out there on the court and he can give you 20 and 21 and 9 or 20 and 9 and he's looking at LP in the eyes as far as numbers, but we got him locked in on this deal. Shit. And in the future we building the team the same way because these two dudes don't have a consistent mid-range jump shot or can stretch the floor to a certain degree. They need shooters around them. They need point guards. They need another dynamic scorer next to them. It's like we asking the same thing. So I think the money wise for the Rockets, it could be potentially. I mean, it could be worth it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying they gonna be miss on it. Just I think locking him in will be the best for the Rockets. You don't want to see him walking somewhere, basically. So
I agree with that, but he would never jump Alperen Sengun because at this point, it's never about him being better or not better. The Houston Rockets front office and Ime Udoka, they're going to run offense through Sengun and Kevin Durant, bro. And for me, it's just that simple. And so Amen Thompson will never be the first option on this team, right? You can't run offense through him. That we do know. And so Amen Thompson's 21 and 9 and 6 will come unconventional with putbacks, dunker spots, pick and pops, the occasional floater, the occasional corner three. And so Amen Thompson's offense is going to come, off scraps per se, if you or dictated by other guys for the most part. Like you can never put the ball in his hands and say, "Take me home." That's not who he is. And I think on this team, he will never be that. So he won't ever jump Sengun. And so numbers wise, yeah, he can probably get you 21, 9, and 8. But then you have to gauge, that 21, 9, and 8. Because again, numbers can be deceiving, right? You got 25, 9, and 8, but in the fourth quarter, I can't go to you. You can't, like, they're packing the paint. You on the weak side and you wide open for three, and we're playing OKC in a game 6 or 7,
daring
and
you to
can't
shoot.
throw in the fucking ocean. Like
Yeah.
So
to me, that shit matters,
depending
bro.
on that lens of mind frame is if a man is gonna stay like this for the rest of his career. You don't think Cliff is gonna help his jump shot at all? How he did Lou Dort or how he did Kawhi? You think it just ain't gonna take a man as a man?
Kawhi Leonard had a foundation jump shot already. Lou Dort, kind of fell back into what he was the last couple of seasons, shooting the ball poorly. Now, listen, he may help Amen Thompson. I don't know. But what I mean, bro, a lot of guys went to Hakeem Olajuwon. Dwight Howard went to Hakeem for footwork. How'd that work out? So I mean, just because he got other
I'm
guys,
going based off results. I'm just going based off
I
results, bro.
know. Okay. I don't know, bro. Listen, it could help. It couldn't help. I guess we have to wait and see if it does and wait and see how Amen comes back this season and shows us. So I guess the proof's in the pudding this season, but I don't know, Trey. Maybe, maybe not, bro. To be fair, I don't know. Yes or no? I don't know.
So is that your
Yeah, it's
gauge?
tough.
He gotta, if he don't come out shooting threes crazy, it's a
I didn't say
failure, or
threes,
do you
bro.
give him
Nope,
time?
nope.
No.
Yeah,
Listen,
based on
let me
threes.
answer. Let me expand on my question. I don't know if he was listening earlier. I said I'm gonna give him time because Cliff has showed. I'm not. You could say people went to a keep. They ain't show shit. I'm going based off what Cliff has actually done and players have improved. I'm not giving him like a month or two. If you don't come out shooting threes, it's failure. I'm giving him time because, bro, getting your jump shot better is not an overnight process. That shit take a while. So, what is your time frame on when Cliff come in and a man shooting getting better or not? What is your time frame? Do we got to be shooting as soon as the season start? Like, where your mind at with that?
That's a very good question, and it's a fair question. I don't think there's no set timetable on his jump shot. On his jump shot, I just want to see him be more confident in taking the shots because a shot sometimes is better than not taking the shot because at least you have a chance for offensive rebound or or at least make the defense react. And so my criticism of Amen Thompson is so much more deeper than just a jump shot. And so again, it's not even about shooting threes. Like he can shoot a 15-foot jump shot. He can shoot a floater, right? He could be a better free throw shooter. It's not just shooting a three ball, right? But he needs to get better in multiple areas, bro. His decision making, right? His passing, his dribbling package, right? Understanding the pace and flow, time and score of the game. Because last year we saw a little bit of that Russell Westbrook in him a little bit. Just one speed only, and that's it. Turn that bitch
Yeah.
over, and it was like, oh man, we like, come on, bro, like slow up, bro. And so I harp on the jump shot, Trey, because to me it's a big deal when it matters the most. But Alma needs to get better in multiple areas, bro. But to answer your question, honestly, there's no timetable. Listen, I for me it's more about Green, him being aggressive, taking the shots, right? Make or miss, you take the shot, right? Don't be
Hmm.
hesitant because you being aggressive makes the defense react. There were times last year where he was hesitant. Maybe he missed two threes in a row. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna swing it back, bro. Shoot the shot, bro. It's okay. It's a make or miss league. It's cool. But
Yeah,
at
and
some
that
point, the motherfucker got to go in though. At some point,
it's
he can't be
at
Luke
some
Dort
point,
out
Luke.
there. The hell, shit.
Yeah, I don't want to see no fear factor of Ben Simmons out there passing up jump shots, or I don't think he'll pass up a dunk on a Trey Young type of shit, Mr. Moss. But just having the confidence of taking, a floater, like the guy said, add a floater to your game, add something in that 10 range, field goal attempt where you don't keep your team stuck. I know most of that is operated for Kevin Durant, maybe Jabari Smith Jr. to a certain degree, the 1-2 dribble pull up,
Yeah.
on the mid post or on the block where do that spin move jump shot and stuff like that. Alper Şengün as well, all these guys in that range. So when you say do something else or get creative with it, off the ball, you just have to get creative with it. You know what I'm saying? Be an offensive, you know what I'm saying, be offense, be something offensively. Don't just be one way where teams dictate and they know and they understand where you're gonna be placed at. It's easy to scheme. We be very predictable out there on the court. You don't want that, So I don't know, Miles, maybe he needs to use, his aggressiveness and attacking a rag full speed ahead just to, kick it out to Katie or kick it out to Jabari or Fred Van Vliet when the rocking is in his hand, because he can't sit out there on the block with it, or he can't sit out there on the perimeter with it, So
Right. I mean, he did average, 2.4 turnovers last year, which I don't like that from him, you know. And some of that comes from just indecisiveness, right? Not making quick, decisive decisions. Some of that could be that he's not used to being, the ball in his hands and having to make that decision. I get it. So, I'm not gonna get on him too bad about that. But and then with KD and Sagoon there and Jabari there and Fred coming back, realistically, what do you expect from him? I mean, what, 18, 6 and 6? I mean, he's not giving you 24 and 20. I mean, Fred's coming back. We know Fred is going to want his shit off. To quote unquote trade, get his shit off. You know KD's getting his shit off. You know Sagoon's getting his shit off. And so I don't think that there's even room on this team for Amen Thompson to take the next step, bro. When and how? How is he? I don't see it.
So basically, saying
Go
that
ahead.
Miles, he's
Go ahead.
basically not worth that 200 million, like you're saying. Like he's just not worth paying him
bro.
that.
Yes.
And if his
Absolutely.
if his mental is on getting that bag, he gonna want it from another team. Basically, like because the Rockets, I don't believe gonna offer him 200 plus. They might give him that 200 to meet in the middle because he got that first team all defense. But how much is that worth when you say it? You know what I'm saying? Saying that he took a step back this year with no Dylan Brooks and no defensive help. He was basically the perimeter anchor. So, and then you ask this of him of being a two-way player. Yes, your scoring is going up, but the rock was in your hand more than, what I'm saying, than it was the year prior. But your defense took a step back. So it's like if you're gonna want that too, LP don't got it. LP's not a, two-way player, but he gonna give you that effort. You supposed to be a lockdown defender, but your offense is peaked because we not giving you we not calling your number like that. But the rock is in your hand. You know how to get 17 on your own merit. But we need it on a consistent basis. And if we're asking this for you to be a point guard or to be in a dunk spot or to be a playmaker, 200 shouldn't be extravagant price tag if you're consistent with it as an overall two-way player. That's how
And
I'm
to add
saying.
to that, Greenleaf, his numbers might dial back also because with Fred coming back, we've already shown with Fred we play slower. We're not gonna be playing in transition. We're gonna be playing half court basketball.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't see Amen Thompson scoring 20 points a game on a healthy Rockets team this upcoming year. But I do think his value will still be second to none on this team.
Hey man, I'm right there with you. I feel like I believe Amen Thompson got, a lot of value with this team. They, like you said, untouchable or not, whether we believe it or not, but he's very valuable for the squad. You know what I'm saying? I ain't see no burner accounts mentioned, about nothing about this dude at all. Uh, and when they asked him about, is Kevin Durant gonna be okay in the first round of playoffs? How's his ankle? He's like, man, hey, I don't know what's going on. I'm just worried about us. I'm worried about everybody else. So that lets you know, bro. Like it is what it is. I got it. Do everybody else around me got it when we get out there on the court? Leadership going forward wise.
Hey, Greenleaf.
What's up?
Don't you think some of these young guys they need this type of constructive feedback and criticism, bro? I think Amen Thompson is one of those guys where I think he'll thrive, when people question him. Hey man, work on this, do this. Like he doesn't strike me as a guy who will get defensive or offended by it. But why can't we as fans or even teams or coaches or organizations, why is it frowned upon to like give constructive feedback to some of these young guys? And yeah, we're gonna pay you because listen, I think behind the scenes there's probably a backdoor handshake saying that yeah, listen, we're gonna pay you, bro, but we still gonna question your greatness and question your ability to come back with something new and better. Like, why is that looked upon wrong these days, bro? Like, we
I
can't
don't know.
critique these players anymore.
I mean,
Mr. Mars, I know you. My bad, Greenleaf.
go
We
ahead, G.
spoke on this a
Go
little
ahead,
bit
Vic.
before when the burner account came out, and I know we had a conversation on who was soft and who wasn't soft, and I feel like we talked about constructive criticism and how players these days don't take it well because how they were brought up in this generation. I don't think Thompson's one of those players who gonna let criticism stop him from being greater. Now, Jabari Smith, probably. Shangoon, for sure. We've seen Shangoon flop down when he got considered, when he didn't get the All Star team. When things happen, we've seen LP break down. But if we talking about Amen Thompson, I can tell you he got some dog in him. that he don't give a damn what nobody said about him. He gonna go out there and play basketball and be the best at it.
I agree, Vic. I mean, the Thompson twins are from Oakland, California, bro. The trenches out here out in West Coast, bro. It's about an hour and a half from me here in Sacramento. Those boys have been through hell and back from Oakland, California, bro. So I agree. I'm sure he got tough skin, Green. He's tough minded. He's a dog. And like my criticism isn't coming from a place of hate. Bro, I think Amen Thompson is a stud. But even with me saying that, I'm going to criticize and I should criticize because you should want to get better year in and year out. And I'm a Rockets fan first. And so I'm always looking at long term, right? That's why I bring up later on first OKC and the Spurs, KD's double team. I'm trying to give context and situational basketball to where his deficiencies come into play. Yeah, we can praise 21, 8, and 8, right? But there comes a point in the game, Greenleaf, where all that shit is fucking out the window, bro. Can you knock down the shot with the game down by one?
Or
Amen Thompson?
Or can you create something if you can knock down that shot to create a shot?
That's all I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
And
come on, man.
I get what you're saying, bro. Everybody criticizes everybody. Only reason I go back and forth with you, I feel like you be being extreme, bro. Like you take shit to the extreme. That's where I bump it. Everybody deserves criticism. I mean, what you saying is not. He needs to work on his jump shot. He needs to work on his handle. The same with Shingon. Shingon needs to improve. But I just feel like you be being too extreme when you be saying shit. That's why I be bumping heads.
So is it what he say or how he said it, Trey? Trey.
I ain't
Like,
got no problem with Mars.
Okay,
Mars,
like for example, like when Moss was like, "Oh, you talk about Dylan Brooks, bro. This guy, you can't shoot, you can't play defense, and we talk about 200 million, and we worried about Dylan Brooks. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, he be tweaking. Like, what the fuck? Like,
That's a fair
everything has context, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. He just be doing too much sometimes. Cause like, you criticize, we criticize a man, we criticize Reed, we criticize Shingun. Everybody is not safe from criticism. But I'm just saying, I don't take it to the extreme. That's where I'm coming from with it.
And when I'm a Rockets fan and my team wants to pay a dude $200 million, bro, I don't care about context, bro. At that point, I care about production and producing, bro. Period. I don't care about no goddamn context or what you had or what you didn't have, bro. You can't shoot that well. Your defense took a step back. You're not worth $200 million, bro, for me. And guess what? Bro, we're Rocket fans, bro. We've seen Hakeem Olajuwon play basketball, right? We've seen the excellence which he demanded, right? We've seen greatness before, bro. So why would we be lowering our measuring stick and our bar tray to Amen Thompson for? He needs to get better.
Bro, because context matters. That's why.
$200 million, bro, ain't no context, bro. What's the context?
Yes, it is. What I said earlier.
Man, I know a lot of guys, man, who don't let other players dictate what they do, bro.
Let me ask you this, bro.
Sure,
Is Asar a better defensive player than Amen Thompson? The twin.
Yeah, I got you. I think Amen's just probably a little bit better, not by much, but bro, I don't listen.
Well,
I don't know.
Year, I'm gonna put the last year label on it.
Okay, last year. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Last year, I thought they were like neck and neck last year, bro. Sword was okay. I mean, was good. Amen was good.
Well, Asar made all defensive first team last year.
I know. I mean, okay. Politics. Oh, okay, that's cool.
What I'm saying is to say is less was on Asar Thompson plate than Amen Thompson. And that's where context comes in, bro. They don't ask Asar to do shit, but grab rebounds, play some defense, and maybe get a put back in. I think he averaged like 6 points per game, bro.
Okay.
And that's why context matters, bro. When you have less on your plate, you can be a superstar in the one or two things they ask you to do. That's why. So
you mean to tell me that I'm going to pay a guy $200 million and I can't ask him to take on more on his plate?
I feel like you saying it's 200 million, but we really only saying. Wait. I'm gonna answer your question, but let me say this.
Okay.
I feel like you stuck on this 200 million shit when we basically said the same number. You saying 164 years, I'm saying 40 million a year, so that's basically 200 million, just 1 year less. So it's all the same thing. It's the same money, just one less year. So I'm not even arguing the 200 million. I'm just saying, bro, if you asking the players to do less, they're gonna be able to excel in those spots. when you asking players to do more and more, some spots are gonna dip. That's what I'm saying.
If I'm paying a guy 160 for 4 years, and yeah, and you're asked to and Trey, when you say there's more on your plate, I think we've already established that because we killed that lying narrative. Amen Thompson didn't play point guard last year like that, bro. He did on occasions. Kevin Durant brought the ball up court a lot last year. A lot.
Let's talk about the
A
defensive
lot.
slip thing, right? When I said there's no Dylan Brooks, Fred VanVleet, and this and that,
What that mean?
that not what I'm saying?
Okay,
Context. Wait. When Green said
All right.
who was guarding the best player last year, was it Dylan Brooks or Amen Thompson?
Well, last year it would have been Amen Thompson last year.
Or I mean, the year before when Brooks and them was there.
Oh, I mean, Dylan was on them early and often, and then Amen would go on there every now and then. Yeah.
So is that more on your plate or no? From him being on there early and often,
I never said
24/7.
Yes.
That's the context I'm saying. That's more on your plate, is it not? Is that not?
Yes, I'm not
more of the
arguing
plate?
that, bro. I'm not arguing that point though.
All right, so what are you arguing?
Well, I'm about to give you the perfect example, bro. Did Jaden McDaniels argue about being more on his plate when Alexander Walker left to the Atlanta Hawks when he locked up Jamal Murray? No, he just played defense, bro, and he dropped damn near 25 a game versus Denver Nuggets. Am I right, Greenleaf? Yes or no?
He did that.
Did they bring in Ome DeSumo? Yes or no? Is Ome DeSumo a defensive player? He do play defense, bro. He's not one.
He missed games, bro. He missed games in the series. What are you talking about?
I didn't say he didn't miss games. I asked, do he play defense?
Then
I can't even hear you. Cut out.
I said, why bring him up, bro, if he didn't miss games, bro? McDaniels guarded Jamal Murray. Alexander Walker left. McDaniels' scoring went up, and his defense went up.
And you know
and
what?
Do you think Amen Thompson is better than McDaniels?
With Ome,
what's that?
You got a Rudy Gobert, bro. Shingun not no fucking Rudy Gobert.
Hey, Mars, you think Mars, you think Jay McDaniels is better than Amen Thompson?
He played better than him in the postseason, but damn it, bro. See, damn it.
No. I heard you about to get on that question, but I know it's two different teams. But I'm just saying, like, as far as talent and everything like that.
If I'm getting the version of Jaden got last year versus Denver, yes, that version's better, bro. He's giving you 25 a game. Green, we saw it, bro.
Yeah.
And then he brought Rudy Gobert. Well, Trey, bro, McDaniels was going Jamal Murray one-on-one, picking him up 90 feet, and locked him up. Had nothing to do with no fucking Rudy Gobert. Nothing, really. Now, on some possessions, it did because he would funnel him to him. But for the most part, he guarded Jamal one-on-one, 90 feet, shut him down. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to drop 25 myself. I'm not going to turn the ball over. I'm going to make plays. And last time I checked, Alexander Walker went to the Atlanta Hawks. His running mate at 6'9", who guarded the best players with him. So which one is it, bro? Yeah, an excuse. No, I'm not giving Amen Thompson no excuse, bro. No excuse. Your defense is what got you in these conversations. You can't afford to fucking dip in that area, bro. I give you a pass offensively, but I can't give you no pass, Trey, defensively, because that's how you made your name in this league, bro. The first 2 seasons. You are a defensive guru, in my opinion.
They agreeing with you in the comment section. They saying McDaniels better by a hair. By a hair.
Well, the version we saw last year in the postseason, Green.
Yeah, for sure.
That guy right there. That version.
And he can shoot.
Yeah, that version.
When a man can shoot, it's different too. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What you finna say?
No. I'm glad that you agree with that because I make sure I said that version of Jaden McDaniels. Now, does Amen have more upside? Could be, possibly. You know what I'm saying? Potential. But what I saw last year from Jaden, bro, I mean, god damn, that motherfucker was nice. But I can't give Amen no pass, bro, because Dylan left, bro. Because defense is how he made his name. It just is, and you can't let that slip. Offense may slip, I get it, but your defense, no. I'm talking not finding through picks, Trey, not getting over screens, lazy, not rotating, bro. yeah, he had some steals here and there, and because last year he averaged 1.5 steals. Alpine Sagoon averaged more steals than he did last year, if I'm not mistaken, Green. Didn't he? 1.7, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. So it ain't just based off steals. So no. I mean, I can't give him no
One
pass
point
on defense, bro.
one point five for Amen. I can't really remember Alp, but he was
Well,
right there.
Amen,
He was right there.
yeah, he was somewhere
Or was
around
that
there. So I
blocks? Or
can't.
was that blocks you talking about?
Well, Sagoon averaged, I think, just around 1 block a game, and Amen averaged
They be
point 0.6.
saying steals and blocks, like if they going up and they not completely in the shot. It's basically blocks if they counted as steals type shit.
Okay,
Gotcha.
that's fair. That's true. We'll see. That's good context right there. That's fair.
All right. So fellas, man, we going in closer close to 2.5 hours.
Okay,
Uh,
Green. I know you about to lock it up.
yeah, I'm about to go ahead and close this one down for the day. Thought we could have some more people come on the panel and talk some shit about these Rockets, but hey man, to the next stream, we gonna cook on it. So I'm gonna go down the line with the fellas, man. Hey, Vic, you there, Vic?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
Hey, what you got, bro, before you get up out of here, Vic?
Hey, salute to y'all fellas, man. Good convo, good context to the conversation, man. Good going back and forth, man. We all looking for the Rockets to do great things this year. That's our common goal. We have that. So we're gonna bump heads sometimes, but I appreciate that we can all come to a common ground when it come down to it. So salute to y'all, Greenleaf. Salute to you, man, on running the channel. Always having this chat going. You know what I'm talking about? So keep up the good work, bro.
I already salute to you, Vic. Trey, what you got? Trey, what's good with it?
Man, salute Green. Always coming up with good content. I'm gonna come through anytime I can. Everybody getting their stream, everybody getting their criticism. But at the end of the day, bro, I'm a Rockets fan, bro. I want what's best for the Rockets at the end of the day, bro. So like it may get heated, we may disagree, this and that, bro. But at the end of the day, all we want is for the Rockets to be better, bro. Even with Mars, Green, whoever up here. Everybody just want the Rockets. Well, sometimes you get some of them weird dudes from other teams just coming up here talking, but it's all for the benefits of the Rockets at the end of the day, bro. So salute to you, Green, for the platform. We all come up here, chop it up, and we all just want better for the Rockets. I'll probably be back next stream if I can.
Oh, for sure, for sure. But nah, I know it's Sunday, bro. I'm just saying. But it's all good, man. Hey, I be enjoying listening to y'all, man. Y'all come up here and cook, and just you know what I'm saying. Iron sharpening iron at the end of the day. It's gonna get heated, like you say at times, but we all men. You know what I'm saying. Move on the next day. Hey, Mr. Mars, what you got, bro? What you got? Closes and went out, Mars. What you got on the stream,
I
bro?
agree with Trey and Vic, man. We gonna go back and forth, but Trey made a great point. At the end of the day, I think we all want the same thing. And what makes this platform so awesome is that we can, everybody ain't going to agree, and we passionate, bro. It's gonna get feisty and testy, but we man, and that's what men do, and we can respect each other's opinion and keep it moving. Listen, bro, y'all know me, bro. I invite debates, bro. Like I love when Trey come back at me, bro. But ain't nothing personal, bro. Vic get his shit off, bro. It's all good, bro. Laro and all the fellas, I love that shit, bro. And so, anytime Greenleaf goes live, bro, I've been rocking with Green for some time now. So my loyalty is to Greenleaf, bro. He knows that. So whenever you go live, bro, I'm here, bro. You feel me? And
Yes,
I'm
sir.
gonna do my best to add some value to what you got going on, whatever that value is. And I'm gonna support you, bro. But I have a high standard and a high measuring stick, fellas, that I just can't come down from. I've seen Kobe and MJ play. They've tainted my basketball lenses. They just have. Hakeem, they just have. And so I don't settle for nothing but greatness, bro. And if I don't see that, I'm going to criticize, bro. But Green, I'm going to catch you on the next one. And Vic and Trey, y'all have a cool Sunday, bro. I'm about to pour a shot of fucking whiskey and chill out, man.
Already, Ma. Already, man. Salute to you, man. Gonna pour one for you. Gonna pour one time, man, for your boy. Hey, salute to all y'all, man. Hey, salute to the chat. Salute to everybody. Mars, Vic, Genius, my boy Trey, everybody, my boy Reggie, you know what I'm saying, pulled up as well. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, all the day ones, A1s, y'all know what it is, man. Y'all hit that like button, bro. Hit that like button. If you come across this stream, shout out to what's the homie that pulled up? Dark Time. He pulled up, man. Hey, salute to you, bro. Salute to you, man. Like I said, he be cooking on his channel, with his videos. Shout out to him. But you catch this stream, man. Hit that like button. We coming with some more. You know what I'm saying? We coming with some more on everybody across the boards. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Greenleaf Exclusive. Y'all have a blessed one, man. I'm out here, fam. Peace. Peace.
Peace.